like Just ask. Oh, shit, I did so much not set up. I've gone live and there's no cameras on. Man.
Call the general and save some time.
This is my circus.
No. That one's Empire. Today.
Oh, I know. I was doing
3600.
2,300. Yeah.
2,300. You're right. I didn't remember all the fucking.
It's in the chat.
I'm not.
I don't know if that's right either. It could be.
I thought it was 3 or 2.
It could be anything.
Who knows? And last, but certainly last, is me. Double clicky, triple clicky.
No, he's right. He is correct. I looked it up.
Oh,
What is it?
I did the Google.
you were right.
You're correct.
Oh, I'm right? Yay,
Yes.
me.
All right, boys, do your liverwurst and talk on the stream for a little bit, even though there's nobody here. Just kind of
Hi.
Bibbity
I'm
bobbity,
Henry.
boobity bobbity.
I am a recovering
schmatic.
spankaholic. I don't know.
Oh, hey, that's
Ooh. Spanking, huh?
Spanking,
Spank away.
banking. You know, I don't know where I'm going with this one. I play Klep.
I'm just a dude playing a dude.
I'm just a cool guy.
disguised as
I'm just a
another
cool guy.
dude.
Is this a cool guy?
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
I was so disappointed that I couldn't find that as a GIF earlier when I wanted to.
Bro,
when I said
I'm the
you
upsetty
people.
I'm the upsetty spaghetti that nobody has clipped fucking Nick fucking saying buh. I'm like, I can't find it anywhere. I'm gonna have to make my own fucking GIF of it.
Have you not been to the subreddit?
No.
Yeah, you should go there.
No.
Yeah,
Reddit. I'm
You
scared of
should.
Reddit. I don't want to
You
go there.
should be.
I don't want to.
You'll enjoy it, I promise.
I don't want to.
Reddit is terrible and beautiful simultaneously.
There
It
no
is
in
both
between.
God's greatest good and then greatest evil. Simultaneously in one place.
I hate it here.
You'll find cures to diseases on Reddit. And you'll also have Reddits that cause diseases.
That post gave me cancer.
You gave me cancer, Harley Quinn?
Oh man. That's an old school. That's an old school meme. The Spider-Man memes. Always great.
Oh, hello. No, go fuck yourself.
Wow, hurtful. I'm just a guy.
You're just a girl.
No, I'm not.
Just-
I'm just a girl.
What the fuck?
No, because I'm just a bill.
Fuck, what a way to take that.
I hate it here. I hate it here, and it's your fault.
Conjunction,
Ooh.
junction. What's your function?
Dysfunction?
That's fair. That's fair. I feel that.
That's
I
how I live my
bones.
life.
I feel that in my bones. Anyways, since we're vamping because things are happening here, welcome to this little shit show that is the stream. We will do our proper introductions eventually, but
Right now.
In the
I'm about
meantime,
to hit it.
you get to deal with us chuckle fucks being without direction. So,
Yeah. Oh no. And that's what it took to summon me. And I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen,
How dare thee ruin D&D night, wench!
Fuck, am I the
also,
witch?
yeah. Also, you do need to adjust the chat a little bit. It is a little off kilter from. It's covering left a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Let me pull that a little over to the side over here. There we go.
The Gunner mods for Oblivion have dropped.
Fuck.
What do you mean Gooner? What do you mean Gooner mods, dude? They left in the booty cheeks on the freaking elementals.
They enhanced
They
them.
all moved to Boulder's Gate.
Enhance.
What do you mean they all moved, dude? The Gunner mods are coming out right now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I literally just went through and looked. They've got some very Gunner mods.
My buddy dropped on me the fact that it's on fucking Game Pass, and guess who still has Game Pass?
That hard.
I downloaded it last night.
I was playing it the other night. It's fantastic.
I'm also gonna immediately max out my lockpicking because you can do it in like 3 minutes.
How?
It's gonna be dope. You literally as soon as you complete one of the pegs on the puzzle, you just keep hitting enter on the completed one. It doesn't break your lockpick, and you can sit there and just mash the button, and it'll count as an attempt. And you can literally max out your lockpicking in like 3 minutes.
Let me
On
tell
the
you.
first one?
Let me hold on. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on the soapbox before we start this show. I don't remember the name of the company that makes Skyrim or that makes Elder Scrolls.
Bethesda.
Bethesda. Brain
Your
couldn't brain.
soapbox didn't bring you up, Ty.
No, it's fine. It's
Brain
I
too busy angry. Bethesda has sold us the same game for fucking 10 years. And you know what they did this year? They sold us a different same game this year. And I'm fucking crazy over it. Like, are you kidding me?
I'm actually super stoked because they showed us what they can do with Unreal Engine 5 on a
Yes.
remaster. It
Because
looks like a
they're-
fucking remake.
You know what this was? This was a test to see whether that they should keep going with their engine or move to Unreal, and I'm pretty sure the move to Unreal is happening for Oblivion. So,
Well,
for,
I mean,
for
Unreal's
Elder
the
Scrolls
better
6.
engine.
Should.
Anyways, our nerd chat's getting a little too nerdy in every direction. Let me zone this into one specific zone.
Gunner mods.
Everybody, my name's Jeff.
So
I'm the MC.
loud.
Yes, sorry, I'm out here.
God.
My name's Jeff. I'm the chicken MC Mythcrafter in the motherfucking building, bitches. Here to show you what it's like to play a game of Mythcraft a little bit, and also to have fun and tell a story, because that's kind of our brand. We tell stories here. But it's a Friday night, and we don't take Friday nights too fucking serious. We like to have fun here. So you know what? We do a little puff, all legal puffs. And we do a little drink. And we have a little cheers. Cheese. Because
Remember-
everybody, it's boys' night. And
remember,
boys-
disclaimer: we here at Mythcraft do not condone the drinking or smoking or consuming of any illegal substances or otherwise.
You do what you want. It's a free country.
There it is.
While
Because
it's free.
do as we say, not as we do. Right?
get the freedom while it's good, you know? So it's boys' night, and boys is gender neutral here. So I hope all you boys, even if you boys or girls, come to join us and have a grand ass fucking time. We're going to get wild, we're going to get crazy, and we're going to get right back into it. But before we do that, let me introduce you to the Disorderlies, to my monkeys at my circus. Starting, of course, as always, with Matt.
Hi, everybody. I am your never knew of returning streamer that doesn't stream enough, but that's the unemployed life for me. I do what I want. I will be playing Jorn McBain. He is the lupine Hondu race, basically a dog that walks upright, and
Dog
has
man.
hands. Dog man. That wear I'm a very tall, dark, and brooding character at this point because started out as a guard. And wound up lower than that, and is now a part of this group of shall we say, mercenaries at this point, roaming band of adventurers, and we're almost died. That was cool. Was very low on health and is currently running away because he doesn't want to. He got hit hard. But he got hit hard by his friends because of reasons.
Because of reasons.
So
Crime
yeah,
pays more. That's what we've learned today. Crime pays more.
yeah.
Take that with you, kids. Do crime.
Do the crime.
Do the crime. Also joining us is, of course, our lovable little guy, Henry.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
Hi, I'm Henry. I will be reprising my role as Clep today. I am a 2.5 foot tall humanoid raccoon, very Sly Cooper-esque, but small. And started off causing a lot of problems, don't cause as many problems nowadays, kind of going back into his craziness as of late. Not almost dead, hurt. Currently being chased by none other than Jairus.
That's me, in case you didn't know. A pleasure. And last, but certainly newest to this specific stream,
Certainly not least.
certainly not least, but also the man whose stream I took over.
What are you talking about? He's always left for last.
Hurtful.
I violently took over his stream. He said, I want to run again. I said, no, I'm running a mother. Our friend, our companion, our man in pain, Owen.
That whiskey hurt.
That whiskey flavored water.
Yes.
Yeah, whiskey flavored water, sure.
Yeah.
I don't hide my party.
I don't think it'll get us demonetized. So
as long as I don't chug it, we're fine.
as long as you
no
don't
promises.
physically chug it.
I could lean out and all you see is the bottle tip. I'm Ulvin, aka Left for Last. I am playing Trockton, the Remnant. Think ancient weapon come to life, and he's here to have fun. Lots of fun.
I
What
always
else is fun?
Murder. I mean, what?
Booty jiggles.
That's fair.
okay. I'm a Frost.
Dude.
Oh no, that's also a thigh.
Mayday.
Yeah.
Judas.
No.
That's my favorite vine. I've brought frankincense and I've brought murder. Judas.
It's a classic. Honestly, it's a classic.
Bring back. Can we get hashtag bring back Vine? Can that be a thing?
Dude, people have been trying to get Vine brought back forever.
Vine literally became Tic Tac.
I mean, not literally, but yes, Tic Tac is the spiritual successor. Musically became Tic Tac, and a lot of people don't fucking remember that. It started as an app that you just did fucking like voiceovers on. That was the whole thing. Isn't that crazy? Look how things evolve.
Crazy.
Anyways, again, we're a little off shooting here. We're a little off. Oh shit! I didn't mean for that to just take over the screen, but hey, it sure did. That's fine though, because can I pull it off? No, I can't pull it off. Now it's there. I have to pull the other things off. Anyways,
That's where we are.
that's where we are. All right, that's who they are. Let's do a little recap as to where we are for those, though I'm sure they are limited, who might be new. If you've never seen this show before, I'll tell you what it took to get here and where the fuck here is. It all started out on a large city and on an even larger bridge, Bridgemore, where several of these intrepid adventurers met each other, brought together by let's call them ne'er-do-well, and they ended up stopping some cultists. Good for them. Then they were like, this place is hot, time to leave. So they went out to the desert of Nalathesh. When they got there, they ended up finding their way to a manor that just didn't even look like it fucking belonged in the desert. I'll tell you that goddamn much. But they went in there, shit got wild. People died. People got brought back to life by ancient fae creatures that were not nice. Unicorn, turns out. You'd think it would be nice. It wasn't. Then they decided to go keep their fucking trucking, made their way to a city with a flesh pit, or as they like to call it, a desert butthole.
Sand butthole.
Sand butthole. And the things got weird there. Then they decided to be caravan guards. They guarded a caravan that went all the way to the country of Falth, which is a country largely run by organized crime. And there they've kind of found themselves on the bleeding edge of gray morality, ending up taking up a job as procurement agents for a magic item dealer who deals magic items on the black market. Now, he's got a lot of competition out there, so it's hard for him to get what he needs. He hired these fine folks and made them sign very binding contracts. And they've been working for him ever since. They had to go to a weird library. They fought a big fucking shiny golem in a tomb. But this most recent mission took them all the way back to the scene of the crime. What crime? Murder. What murder? Clip. When? A long time ago in that manor that didn't belong in a desert? Yeah, they found their way back there. Now, they had killed the guy who did the first murder. And they got there and they found out that it wasn't as fun time peaceful as maybe they were assuming it would be, as a new creature had moved in. A thing called a asheri. The asheri is a little ghostly girl who sings quite a bewitching tune. And when they finally made their way to the uppermost floor, the third floor, and encountered this bewitching little girl, the horror movie began. Actually, it began before that. But then they were instantly bewitched by her song, causing them to violently attack each other. Eventually, most of them were able to break free, and Klep was attempting to apply pressure, hopefully end the fight. But by then it was too late. The two warriors, two men who thought themselves the strongest and most capable, found themselves the most fucked up and decided that they had to get the fuck out of there. Not long afterward, Klep had to follow. And their friend, my playful little DMPC, he didn't break the thrall. So he has been chasing after our friend. We will rejoin as Jorn and Trockton have been making a break for the stairs to go down to the second level. Klep has already made a break for the stairs. He's on his way. He's made his way into the second level. I don't have a second level map up, so I could do that if that's something we need. But anyways,
I think it's first floor rest time. So second floor doesn't really matter.
fair enough. We rejoin. And I think we're going to start with Klep. Klep, you know that Jairus is not so far behind you. And your concern is that he may continue to chase you. What are you going to do?
Well, first off, was that Jairus's role at the end of last stream? He failed again?
I believe so. Oh.
Did you write it down?
I did write it down. I just looked. First off, you don't get to know his role.
That's fine.
As we played it before, you don't get to know his role. I'd like to hear what you're going to do, and then you'll get to hear the response.
Because Klep is going to, once he gets down there and sees Jairus rounding the corner after him, he's going to stop, pull up his boomerang, and almost like square up to him. And I got to get in character for a second.
Come on.
Did you snap out of it? Ready to fucking let rip.
Ready to Beyblade let her rip. Jairus, as you address Jairus, he turns the corner. He looks at you. His high cowled cloak open as he has been fighting. He bares his fangs and he winks at you. I wish that you hadn't been muted for the audible. Huh.
Thank fuck. That's what Klep says. Thank fuck.
Again, metagaming over here. He's worried. Us two over here, fucking almost dead.
And I'm gonna take a break from that because I think that's a fun place to do this all. I was gonna say Wes Anderson style, but it's not gonna be Wes Anderson style. I'm gonna do this more. Oh gosh, who was the guy who did Snatch?
Tony Montana.
Nope. Funny though. That's a funny thing. Tony Montana's not a director.
Smash cut.
Yeah, it's a smash cut. You know, like Snatch or fucking any of those other English movies that he does a bunch of. God damn it, I'm so mad.
Stephen King.
Also incorrect, but I appreciate the
Author,
effort.
not director, but you're getting closer.
We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer.
Pele.
Fuck, way colder. Frozen, in fact. Anyways, we're gonna smash cut to Jorn and Trockton. Jorn and Trockton, Jorn, you've already made it down the steps, or you were waiting at the steps.
I was at the top of the stairs.
You're waiting at the top of the stairs. You see Trockton with his big metallic body chunking along. Chunk, 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 chunk.
I'm gonna yell the same thing at him, and I'm gonna be like, Trockton, are you trying to kill me? Because I don't know still, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are not certain as to where he is mentally at this stage.
Trockton, are you gonna hit me again? Because if so, I'm gonna have to hit you back.
You're muted.
No, it wasn't. First off, fuck you. If I remember correctly, I passed.
You did. You were. I don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh god, what was this character's voice?
It was Sasha.
Sasha. What was your question to me again? Thank you.
Are you gonna hit me again? Because I'm gonna have to hit you back this time. By the way, you're running. Remember.
Running?
Yeah, you're running.
Are you still trying to hit us?
I never tried to hit you. Let me get out of the way. And I'm gonna fucking backstep down the stairs, turn around.
Because all you see is this.
Yeah. With zombies
it's a
behind
part of
you.
your arm, isn't it? You just
Yes.
No,
So,
it happens.
Part of my arm, but I can hold it.
Okay.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, he's got props. He's got props, people. He's taking this role playing to a whole nother level. Oh shit.
Are you ready, comrade?
I love that for us. Keep the prop on hand. It's great.
That is now lore accurate what the flame sword looks like.
Hold on.
He's got more props.
I can do you better.
I mean,
Mike, I don't know where my claymore is. I think it's in storage. Hey!
I don't know if they're charged.
We don't know.
I'm not gonna do it, but I just had the funniest thought in my head because I know you can't do it on Twitch. But going to my room, getting my gun, and walking into frame.
You can have a gun on Twitch. You just can't cock it.
Oh.
Yes, Tony took out his
mine are not
revolver for
charged.
our last stream because it was a cowboy stream.
Mav? This was Josh's, by the way.
Makes sense.
Well, now the bit's over, so I can't do it. But just everyone visually imagine me walking in with a handgun.
Okay. There's a distinct difference between the charging handle of a Nerf rifle and an IRL 12 gauge.
Hey, Henry.
Leather.
No,
it's what's
do
inside
you know
of
what this
it.
is? I'm just not showing it off because I'm not going to be that guy.
It's a toy.
Hey, wait, hey, here. I'll give you a hint.
Sorry, D in the chat says, you know, this is not the first time these two have compared equipment.
Hey, his may be longer, but mine's more advanced.
You know what?
Which one's more reliable?
A booze cup full of pocket knives.
It's fair.
Oh,
fair.
watch out. He could be dangerous.
I raise you a box cutter.
I raise you heavy rock.
I raise you Easter chicken.
The pin is mightier.
I raise you bigger chicken.
The pin is
Hold on.
mightier.
I raise you an ocarina.
The penis mightier.
I raise you time.
All right, let's get measuring in this bitch.
Hold on. So the pen is mightier.
It's fair.
All right. We have fun here, guys.
A little bit.
I am Hope.
God
All
damn,
right,
I
D.
was going to go there.
All right. Let's get. He's gonna get more props. All right. So, Jordan makes his way back down the stairs, and then I assume turns because you should never go downstairs backwards. Kids, for real,
No.
don't do it.
Don't do it. It's a bad idea.
It's not a good idea. And followed closely and chasing behind him is Trotton. Where are you guys going to, as you guys breach the landing of the stairs, you're in another room, much like you're in now, as the sort of map shows. You can see, if I move it here, you can see that there's a hallway there as well. So you come down into another hallway. You can't see anything. This hallway is a little lit. The other ones are, of course, dark. This one has some lighting still in it. And you enter into this dark hallway
You good there?
with basically only, I'm trying, brain. You basically have one direction you could move, though you could prospectively go into a balcony of a side room, if I remember correctly. But for the most part, it's just the one room you can enter. Or the one
Sprinting
direction you can go.
directly for the stairs down. So in case we have to fully escape, we're going to.
Okay,
If we have to camp outside, we're going to camp outside. But we're going to go. We're getting out of here for. Yeah, at least for me. Sorry, let me rephrase. Jordan will be exiting danger.
All right, so Jordan's making his way down to the middle steps where you walked up in the first place.
Mhm.
All right, so you make your way down the hall, and before you get there, let's rejoin. Oh, he's distracted.
I'm here.
No, you're not the one who's distracted.
The other one.
Well, when you've got a wife that sits there, it's fantastic.
That's true. Oh, they're being cute. Oh, you guys are so cute on stream.
She actually
Gross.
hasn't sat in here for weeks. She's been out on the couch.
You might
living
want
room.
to clean the air in that room then. Febreze goes a long way.
Anyway, she was bringing me Taco Bell.
Ooh,
More Taco Bell.
taco smell. Sponsor
So
us.
yes.
Taco hell.
So let's rejoin Clep and Jairus. Jairus has just winked at you. You go, oh, thank fuck. And, are you gonna just kind of stand there? What's your move? I kind of want to see your move before I say what I think Jairus is gonna do.
Clip is just going to visibly show relief, but still be holding his boomerang because he doesn't trust anything fully right now because everything going on. But he's not armed and ready to wallop.
Okay. Jairus, who's just winked at you, teeth bared, winks at you. He goes, "Ah!" and he fucking charges towards you. Two with a short sword in one hand and a dagger in the other. And charging at you, he's relatively light on his feet. Oh, that was so
way too loud.
crinkly.
Sorry, I didn't think about it.
Charging towards you with a dagger in one hand and a short sword in the other. After just letting out a bit of a roar, he's moving light on his feet straight at you, and then just before he gets to you, he turns and makes his way towards the next set of stairs down. And as he passes you, he goes, "You gonna sight A, kid?"
Clet. And mind you, this is even what I was thinking as it was going on. Unflinching the entire time, just watching Jarrus get crazier and crazier running towards him. Because to Clip, the wink was just the dead giveaway. Everything else is just for show at this point, and it's all fun and games. So Clip is going to, as you're running up to him, start like the turn and jog with, like they do in track.
Yeah.
Clep's right there with you.
Wonderful. You guys make it down the next stairs, shambling not so quickly behind Jarrus just before you guys breach the next set of stairs to go down even further is one of the zombies. With the other one you can hear kind of moving. And you do faintly hear the Asheri go, "Where are you going?" in the distance. The two of you make your way to the next set of stairs, and because you are so close, as you are in the foyer, on the foyer balcony, essentially, you hit the next set of stairs fairly quickly. As you begin to go down them, across the way, at the other set of stairs, just starting to make their way towards them, is Trockton and Jorn. You all can see each other at this stage.
Jordan yells over, "Are we all good?"
Move!
Already on it.
Jarrus with the balance of a
Newborn deer.
No, of a street performer. Elegantly makes his way down the steps. I'm not even gonna. Let's figure out how elegantly, because I have a. Oh, never mind.
That's what I
That
thought.
doesn't sound good.
Does he trip?
He does
Elegance
do
of a
little
newborn deer. I fucking called it.
trip. He does do a trip. He does do a bit of a trip. He normally would be very elegant because he has a tumbling skill. That didn't work so well.
Yeah, he tumbled his ass down the stairs.
He accidentally misses a step. And
Yeah, he turns
does that.
He turns the corner to hit the stairs and does a little jump and accidentally clears the railing, falling all the way to the first floor quickly. He's not too beat up by the whole ordeal, but fair is fair. Let's give myself a D4 for that. All right. I forgot. A D4 is kind of rough damage in this game.
Yeah. Clip goes, "What the fuck?"
You hear it. And he goes, "Worth it. Let's go." What are the rest of you doing?
Clip's gonna follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a 17 for that.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna Terminator 2 run.
No, Clip is going to intentionally jump the rail.
Yeah, I know. I did as well.
All right.
Oh,
Roll dex check for me then. Everybody roll a dex check to see how well.
Oh no. Again, Trockton is not. He's the only one.
Well,
he's just doing.
yeah,
but
I have
I'm
buffer
Terminator 2 running right behind
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Two 1,000.
rolled a 17.
17. Wonderful. You you jump down the stairs and you're your grace isn't the same type of grace that a man like Jairus would have, but it is the kind of grace that a trained warrior might have.
I want to
As
say,
you-
I want to say this because what I imagine happens is I do the really cool, parkour side like jump, but I don't land super great because I wouldn't know how to land. Doing the jump is one thing. Landing, probably not. I probably land in fall
17, is that 17 raw or is that with your death?
raw, just raw. That's all it is.
That 17's good enough. You hero pose as you land, though hard on the knees. Hard on the knees, the hero pose.
Yes.
But you still manage to make it look a little cool.
Yeah.
But whether you keep it to yourself, that you're not going to take any damage for this, but you go, oof, my knees.
Yeah. Yeah. Still a little out of breath too. Like,
Yeah.
But what did you roll?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Clip has buffer fall.
that's true.
That's true. He's a small woodland creature. He gets to just do that. Clep hops the railing, and you see his tail. Do you want these fucking spider things?
Yeah.
Like, if
I
you've
turn
ever seen
into
it,
Mario.
if you've
No,
ever
tails.
seen a
You do the
squirrel,
tails.
if you've ever seen a squirrel fall through the air, the way they do it is masterful. He's not quite as masterful as that. 'Cause he's a raccoon.
The whole body.
Yeah, his fucking tail, and he just managed to catch enough air that it's a relatively light landing. He lands. He makes a.
I imagine I turn into Raccoon Mario and with my
Not
tail
quite.
like a helicopter.
Not quite. A lot more like an animal in this instance.
Dang it.
And,
Not even
but-
for
All right, say it with me now. Flavor. You know what? It would just be a funny thing to do for flavor. But I'll say this. Fuck it. I'll give you a little bit of it. You do spin your tail. It's not full Mario, but you spin your tail and
Okay.
it does slow you down. It is Mario-esque. Let's put it that
Okay,
way.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take
give
it.
to you. And land lightly on your two little feet. Which, do you wear shoes yet?
No, still no shoes.
Okay. Lightly on your two
But,
little bare feet.
But he does like because he lands right next to Trockton.
Trockton's behind you, dude. He's running.
Or not Trockton, Jairus.
There it is.
Lands right next to Jairus and does the hind or his feet first and then his hands and goes almost like raccoon stance next to you and looks at you.
Yeah, Jairus hit the ground and didn't quite make the roll for tumble, so he just went. Boom, ugh. But before you even make it, he's already up to at least his hands and knees, probably on like one knee, ready to start moving again. He goes,
Yeah.
and he watches the two of you, and he goes,
Doom.
he goes, I could have done that. And
What I meant to do was that.
and then makes his way towards the door, and as he does this, he begins to turn and look at all of you. Now, I would like you to describe, each of you, and I'll describe for Jairus, but I'd like for you to describe what the amount of damage you've taken looks like. I don't need you to shoot numbers. Numbers are silly here because, like, our viewers may not always know. Give me paint me a picture of how fucked up you look.
So
Okay.
Klep, because the only damage he's taken so far has been psionic. I would assume has bloodshot eyes. What are normally orange and white are just bloodshot, and he's got just a teeny tiny nosebleed.
You're still Spooky Clep, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this sort of white bony version of Clep with these bloodshot eyes makes this little bit of crimson on his nose stand out all the more. And the bloodshot of his eyes, for that matter. It's clear that he has experienced his own level of rough time so far. Next.
Jorn has blood streaming down his back. The hero pose did look pretty dope. He is now slouched on one knee at the moment, and ears flat, and covered in sweat and blood, and panting super hard. Like he is fucked up.
Hinting like a
Yeah,
dog in a southern summer day.
I will say the psionic damage the same as very similar to him. I didn't take. I didn't take as I wasn't stuck under it as long, so my eyes are just a light shade of pink, and one of my ears is bleeding.
One of you. All right. So, sorry, I'm adjusting. Jorn, panting like a dog in the southern summer heat.
Just ran.
Yeah. Blood coming from some blood dripping from his ears and from his body, from his wounds of being struck by swords and daggers. I believe he got struck by Trocton.
Lightning.
So
Yeah.
I believe he got struck by Trocton. So there's some singe marks on him. Worn. How fucked up do you look? And again, I know you've described it, but I want an impact of do you look like you're teetering?
Yeah. I'm again, it looks like I just ran a marathon, even though the light sprint just happened. I look like I ran a marathon. Again, my fur is matted, I'm singed, my ears are flat. Let's say my eyes, which are normally bright and open, are starting to droop. They're like, I look tired and hurt, like really hurt.
Wonderful. Now, T1000. Trocton.
I
Tell
don't
me.
remember how much damage I took because I forgot to save the character sheet at that time.
Oof.
I remember.
Okay, how much?
I'll message you. Here, hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead and send him the message. I'll say this. I know for a fact, just to be clear, you're on the verge of death.
Mm-hmm. You explicitly stated it.
Mm-hmm.
In death points, even, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
That's right. I
Yeah.
did have that point. I just don't. That never saved.
I sent it to you.
So,
Was it really?
Yeah.
And you've been running, so that's another death point.
No, he was given free movement because he didn't fully explain the death points to him. So MC
Okay.
gave him one free pass for the
yeah,
movement.
I gave him
Okay.
the grace on this one. He's getting
Okay.
the take a breath effect, even though he's technically fucking been running all out.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
everybody gets a little freebie from me every night. Everybody gets one.
Especially new person.
My
Yeah.
60-minute course at the T1000 running gym really came to help. There's lots of open wounds that
What
are
is an
glowing.
open?
I was going to say, you need to explain an open wound to us.
Yeah, what's that? Like to you?
It looks like a gash ripped open in the space of time, and glowing glitter blue light is coming
Through metal, through stone.
through me.
Yeah, so you're made of metal, though, right? You're made of your.
You don't know.
Oh, okay. So, but does it look?
What
metallic?
what does it look like to us?
If you were to describe the look, even if we don't know what it is, would you describe it looking metallic? Would you describe it looking like stone?
It looks like metal that moves like skin.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
you're really going T1000 hard on this one.
Not so much liquid metal.
Okay. But it looks like metal, but it is this sort of very reminiscent skin feel all over it. Okay. I fucks with that.
It's almost like
when you
dragon
poke-
scales.
Almost like when you poked my leg at the non-covered part. It felt like you were pressing something, but it felt cool to the touch.
Yes, I do
Okay.
remember us doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, you're muted.
What's the name? What's the name of the game that D plays that fucking has the exosuits? The free Destiny one that's been out for ages. God, what's the name of that fucking game?
Warframe.
Warframe. Yeah, it's like Warframe.
Yeah.
It's like metal, but it moves like steel.
Less booty jiggle.
Right. No, I'm just saying. It's...
Why would you rob
Yeah.
us? of the
Should you
booty jiggle?
check? Did you check your message left? I sent you a suggestion.
I'm not going to make you guys listen to the whole audio clip, but I want to play the How Dare You Ruin My D&D Night again. Take away my synthetic booty.
So, on top of that, also like all the bright lights you saw in the parts that weren't covered by what looked like armor, you see like all the bright lights
Oh,
have gotten
shit.
dimmer within it.
So the stream can now see what the base image is for a remnant. Obviously, yours doesn't have to look exactly like this, but this is just so that the stream has some idea.
Why is he so much bigger than us?
Because he's actually bigger than the rest of you too, if I remember his description.
Then why is Jorn so tiny?
It's because it's a figure.
I'm 7 fucking feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should be a lot smaller then. Make Clip smaller.
Make the size of my knee.
Basically.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now the stream
Jesus.
really can't make out what the fuck Clem looks like. Oh, sorry, I made him
There
too
we
big.
go.
Hold on, let me adjust. There we go.
Now it's to scale.
There we go. Yeah.
You know, you want it to scale. Never let them say it. Don't give them what they want. You know what I'm saying?
No, I like this. I like this.
I'm here for it.
All right. So yes, tears in what is this
Space and time.
semi-metallic skin. You see. With the image here doesn't have a mouth. Do you imagine you have a mouth?
No.
Okay, so glowing eyes,
So
no
when
mouth.
you see like the shape of a face, and when speaking, you see what looks like a chin moving. Only one, not two. So you think he's talking, you just don't see a mouth. In
Okay.
fact, you see like the bump of a nose, but you don't see nostrils.
So very much
Almost like if I did this and all you saw was this moving.
okay. Yes, as if covered with a like almost Spider-Man like mask that just covers your face, and you see that there's a face there, but it's just basically his glowing eyes, and even the glowing eyes look dimmed as his semi-metallic form is ragged and wrought with stabs and slices, and as this faint blue glowing light escapes through these holes, it flickers slightly in a way that feels, even though you don't know him or much of his people,
That we've got to put him down.
concerning. Got to take him out back. Old Yeller's got the rabies.
We got to put him down. He looks like he's suffering.
Instead of foaming at the mouth, he's foaming at the joints.
You want to try?
Not really.
I'll stab you with a shadow dagger from across the house.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Fuck, he's right. You all come together in as you regroup at the bottom of these stairs. Two of the three of you looking as though you are teetering on the edge of death itself, and the other two not looking much better for wear. You know what, never mind. Jairus, looking back upon the two of you, says, the two warriors, Jorn and Torchlit, says, move, move, move. And he stops his sort of forward progression in front of the rest of you, and he's waving you on. And he's still holding his short sword and dagger out. and he faces the stairs and waits for everyone to pass him. What are you guys going to do?
Clip is going to run, and strength is weird in this game. I wanna play on the actual physics for a moment instead of game rules. And Clip is going to almost push you as hard as he can, but given his size, it clearly is not going to be at risk of pushing you over or anything. But it's clear, like, I'm go.
Yeah,
So you can tell that it's forceful, but it's not enough to like actually move you.
Yes. Jairus is gonna grab Clep by his jacket he loves so much. He's gonna put him in the air a little, and he's gonna go, "Don't worry." And then he's gonna just move you behind him, and then get behind. Sorry.
You did it all wrong. You did it all wrong.
Get behind me.
He's gonna grab you by your coat, your new coat. I believe you got a new one, and he's gonna.
Nope, just fixed.
Okay, yeah, you're recently.
I'm wearing
fixed.
new clothes.
New clothes, same old coat, and he's going to put you behind him. He's going to say, "Don't worry," and I assume that Trocton and Jorn will keep moving.
Yeah. Get up from my knee and keep moving.
As the two of you keep moving.
What if I just kind of grabbed him and brought him with us?
What's your strength score?
4.
So I'm gonna ask 2 rolls for this. I'm gonna first ask for a strength roll. This should be this is with the strength score of 4. This should not be something that's impossible for you between your size and your strength. So I'm gonna say this is like a intermediate difficulty. That's a 13.
So I add that score to the roll?
Yes. And if you have any skills under your strength that you think you can apply, you can make a case for
None of it matters. He rolled a nat 20.
I picked 24 in total, yeah.
Wonderful. Now let me.
My first one of the game.
Hey! Woo, woo, woo. The last roll I'll need you to make is an endurance-based roll.
Shit. Oh, I got a 3 in that. With distance running.
I'll give you distance. I'll give you distance running. I'll give you that. Doesn't super apply here. I would rather take forced march. What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Rolled a 16 total.
We're gonna play with this because I was gonna set the DC at difficult, which would put it at about 17, but I'm gonna give you this instead. As you approach. Whoa. Am I back?
He's good.
Your video is like 5 seconds delayed in video.
Weird.
Oh, now it's good.
All right.
I got bad internet up tonight, apparently.
You run towards Jairus, as Jorn has already passed him. You run towards Jairus, and you square your shoulders, but drop one down, and almost like a tackle, scoop him up. You stumble the first couple steps, not sure if you've even got the energy to try, but you power through. In this one instance, you power through, and you manage to pick him up, and you all move towards the large double-doored doorway that has no doors hanging in it. How far do you wish to go?
To the cart, wherever we left it.
Everybody agree there? I want to make sure that we're
Sure.
Yeah, I'm along for red.
All right, so the 4 of you, Jairus, slung over his shoulder, going, "Well, this is you're strong. You're strong. Give me that."
Don't worry, I'll get you out of here.
I want to hear that line from a guy who's almost dead.
Don't worry, I'll get you home.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You managed to pull him out. Jairus
Clip is
goes,
laughing.
It's funny too because when he picked him up, Jairus had a hold of the back of your jacket, so you're hanging from Jairus's arm over
Jairus-
his
No,
back.
he
Jairus
had
is
already
shot.
put me down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I'd
all
already
right.
dropped him.
I was gonna say that's even funnier because he's
It's
hanging there by his
stupid,
jacket.
That would be fucking hilarious.
It would be very funny, but no, I think he's already down. I want to say this is just a test of both role playing and voice acting. Give me a little Klep laugh. Wonderful. Yes. Jared, the four of you make your way
Shoes
out.
on the other foot.
Jared goes, "Well, I guess I'll just do this." And
Looking back over my shoulder. Oh well.
Jared's like, Jared's as you're, just so you know, he wasn't a sacrifice play. I was just going to distract him a little, but I mean, I guess.
Oh, what? Play?
I wasn't. Listen, I like you guys, but I'm not going to die for you. Here. Die for you somewhere else, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, dying here is overrated.
It's just overdone at this stage, you know? It's been done already. I'd like my
Great.
own death in my own place.
Yeah, this is
bite
kind of my thing.
your tongue.
No, you guys make it all the way out to the cart. Trockton, you full collapse against the cart. Like, it takes everything in you to not kind of slam Jairus against the cart as you just fall when you reach it.
Fair enough.
Jairus catches his feet as you fall and does his best to catch you so that when you hit the ground
You don't
or
face
the edge of the cart, you don't just bonk your weirdly expressionless face.
Hey, you can see my eyebrows move.
Your weirdly almost expressionless face. Once you reach the cart, you can be relatively certain that it's not likely that the
Asheri.
the Asheri, but more importantly in this instance, the zombies aren't chasing you.
Well, that's good.
You assume that you lost them in the bedlam of just running.
Okay.
Though you can also assume that they know where you are or where you went, but it just probably wasn't really worth it. As you start to catch your breath, you see Mog come out. And Mog goes, Mog looks at you and he goes, Gretchlings keep him distracted them. Mog tried to tell you. Danger. Or Mog didn't try to tell you. But Mog tell you it was bad.
I'm
I
gonna
appreciate it, Mug.
yeah. Let's see. So my back is up against the cart. My shield point is in the dirt, and my sword point is in the dirt next to me. I'm leaning on my shield. I rolled a 25 for perceiving to see if I can see what's going on the third floor from the outside from our friend's fire.
Very smart of you to remember. You do see something. You see that the faint, what you feel like should be a relatively faint glow from the windows, all things considered, it's maybe not as faint as it should be. In this moment, you realize that that this is an old manor, and everything is dry, and there are books every fucking where. That fire presents an extreme danger to this building, and if left unchecked, it will consume the building quicker than you may be able to get much rest. And I'm going to give you that for free. You're not a super dumb guy, Jorn. So like you've been working in sort of civil service work for a little while, so you have some understanding of like how a fire might spread. It isn't long after you check this window and have this thought that you see a Gretchling run out and go, and Mog turns and talks to him. He's frantic. And then Mog turns to talk to you. He goes, "You light fire in manor? This Gretchling home. Gretchling's not all smart. Mog's smart. Fire burned home down."
Klep during this, I'm going back. And grabs whatever water supplies he can take to try and save what he can of the building.
So, you guys were very conscious with how much rations and stuff you needed. You said, "Oh, I think we've got enough rations." Rations include water. You didn't specify a large water amount. You specified the amount of water that you would need to get to
well, we've always had an extra water. We've always kept an extra water barrel.
You've always kept an extra water barrel?
To my understanding.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was one of Gall's things. It was separate from our rations, because rations include water, but he had water separate from that.
But we loaded all his stuff into the cart. Like, we didn't unload the cart.
No,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yes.
What I'm saying is
he's making a case for you to be right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I will give you have a small barrel, much like your pony keg of booze that you keep, of water. Yeah.
It would probably more of a middle
Yeah,
barrel.
a little bit bigger than that, but yeah.
This is how big it looks when I carry it. I'll give it to Klep.
It's fair.
I don't know if you can carry a barrel of water.
Yeah.
That's why I said as much as I can.
Yeah.
At this point, with me knowing how damaged I am and seeing how damaged Trockton is, I'm like, there's no way I can go back in. And I take out the 2 last potions that I have, and I hand them to Jarrus and Klep and go, if you guys can sneak in and maybe acquire the book or try and help put the fire out, this is all I got.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think we have a chance at that. You boys say here, get in the car. And he literally starts lifting Trockton, which is, I assume, hard, because I imagine Trockton weighs like a decent chunk of weight.
I will help. I'm messed up, but
Only
I'm not
300
dying.
pounds.
Oh, okay. That's not too much.
Here, I'll do.
And
I'll do
Klep is
this.
surprisingly strong, and he'll help.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled an 11.
Or no,
so,
sorry. 17 plus my strength, so 21.
I rolled a 16.
I actually rolled a 14, because I'm going to add athletics because that seems proper here, and I happen to have.
Oh,
it.
I can add?
I mean, it's a strength roll. What do you have skills that make sense?
Then I got a 17. And I'm going to throw in 5 for sleight of hand because I cop a feel.
I have to relieve for just a moment. I have to take care of nature things. I will return. I can still hear. So,
So
but since I will be the
it's okay.
target,
what good does your potions do? Let's start with that before you.
if
leave.
I'm not mistaken, it was 1d4. Hold on.
Plus-
There were
I want to say it was
plus-
just 1d4.
Okay.
No, because one of them is the minor, and the other one's a regular. So one of them is 1d4, which is the minor, and one of them's a regular one, which is 1d4 plus something, I think.
Probably 2.
Something like that. Yeah. So there's two. There's a 1d4 and a 1d4 plus something. I don't remember.
Yes.
The regular.
I'm going to look into it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I hand those to you guys. That's all I got.
Okay, so one.
I shall return.
Yes. One is likely a potion. The imbiber gains HP equal to 1 plus the potion creator's medicine skill. Or that's the herbal potion. So it's probably a healing vial and then a healing potion. The healing vial
that's what it is.
Is 1d4. The healing potion is 2d4 plus 2. So whichever.
How bad off was Jairus?
Jairus looks not great. I would say less than half of his health points, if I'm just going to put it in raw. He's looking hurt.
Okay, Kleb's the same. I'll crunch straight numbers. He's 18 out of 40.
16 out of 37.
Very well.
We'll metagame here a little bit.
Then I'll take the 1d4.
All right. Right behind me, I know. Yeah. Relax it back there. All right, let's see. That's a 4 and a 4. Cool. And a 1. So that's a grand total of.
I didn't realize we were taking him now. Well, hey, I got a 4.
He's going to take it now because it's not worth taking later. So that's 5 plus 2, 7. 16 plus 7 is 23. Yes. 23. All right. Cool. No doubt. All right. So this is one of those times where Jeff is going to go, hey, here's a little peek behind the screen. Part the kimono, as it were. Jeff didn't plan for this. Like, in his original plan of how this was going to go, he didn't think that you would try to set the place on fire. That's my fault. I should have known that you were going to try to set the place on fire. I've had to change the dynamic of how this is going to work. So I'm going to give. When we first started, I took a list of items that you guys wanted. You were going to have a chance of being able to find these, and a chance of being able to find anything. This is now a race against time. I'm going to say we're going to give the HP of the house a number of rounds. And being that this is an old, dry house, I don't think that's a lot. I'm going to pitch it to you guys this way. I can choose a number that I feel is accurate, and it may be too little and it may be too much, who knows. Or I can give it a d20 roll, and that's how many rounds it is. Obviously, a d20 roll is coming from the DM dice. Could end up way worse, but it could end up much better. What do you, as a party, think you would like?
How about
I could also
I want to
actually.
say a percentile, but keep it below 50.
All right, counterpoint. I'll make a percentile roll every round. And that percentile roll is going to say how much the fire grew. And that's not going to say of the building, that's of the size of the fire. So let's say the fire right now is like
Of 1 square foot, and then if it rolls 100, it's 2 square feet.
correct. But
And
putting
then
real
if it
numbers
does it
on it,
again,
the
4
fire
square
now,
feet.
the fire now is probably already at 20 square feet. That's 4 squares.
I think that's reasonable.
Yes. It's already at 20 square feet. Every round, I'm going to make a percentile roll. And if it grows by 100%, it goes from 20 to 40.
So it's really gracious to us in the beginning, but it'll
ramps
it'll
up
amplify.
very quickly. Yes. So we'll play it that way. So starting now, this is the first round. You and Jairus are going to get an opportunity to go in there. And I'm not going to straight up tell you what percentage, how big the fire's getting, but with some awareness rolls, you can start to gather what information can be gathered about the size of the fire as you move.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't need rolls. I am going to roll for my stealth and then beeline straight for upstairs to try and put it out.
Okay, so your plan is to put it out. Then
Attempt to.
Your plan is to attempt to put it out. So we're gonna run this by the numbers.
Even if it means if there's a shorter path that I could climb from the outside, just straight there, I'm even willing to roll that.
There's absolutely a climbable path if you just climb up the outside of the building.
And it's faster?
It would be faster, but I will of course make you roll. I will of course make you roll for that.
Cool. That's back. I gotta
Climbing
go.
feels
Sorry about
like a
that.
strength, but let me double check. Mav, you've been listening. What are your thoughts
Yes.
on the?
I heard most of it. Yeah, the percentage base sounds fair. I was gonna say the fire was at a decent tick when we were inside, but to be fair, it going through the walls would take a little more time. So I think what you're saying is fair because it's in a foyer. It's in a big open area. It's not going to spread that fast to the other rooms just yet, and also down.
Well,
but
here's the thing about fire.
It's exponential. It's exponential as it gets bigger. You're correct.
Yes.
It'll burn straight through the ground and fall to the ground below.
It will eventually just breach the ground, which is probably a quicker event horizon than anything else. But also, fire typically will follow any walking path as well, right? So it won't burn through the walls, but it can easily go down the halls and around the corners.
Yeah.
So it will be growing. Let me... what was I going to look up? I was literally about to look up something, and now my brain is like, nah.
So, I have a question.
Yes, I remember what I was going to look up. I would love
the willow wand.
What's it spit?
Does it corrosive?
Mm-hmm.
Fire break?
No. Would that extinguish the flame?
It would not. I will say that I don't think
if I hit the substance that it's burning, it would almost like snuff it out, wouldn't you think?
If you hit the substance that the fire is burning, it wouldn't snuff it out per se. It would just give it a different pathway, I think.
He could create a fire break with it, I think. It would be great, but he could.
I would agree that it would be more likely to create a break, but here's the thing. Any way that you spin this, the fire, you're just creating a different area for the fire to move to.
And weakening the structure.
Where the fire is, then maybe a small section of the fire is not technically there, but now the fire can climb through, right? And typically things that have been melted by acid, they go through their own chemical change, but that does not usually mean that they're no longer flammable if you have experience with acids. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't always. In fact, sometimes things that get burned by acid become more flammable.
Mhm.
We're just going to be super scientific about this for a moment.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. So I would say that you can take your shot at it, but it's all just opening things up. And if I'm gonna be fucking real about it, that's more than I should have given you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Find out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. But because they're free actions, I am going to use Surge of Energy and get 2 AP once we get there, so that I have more going into it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely save that until you get there and kind of reference that.
And is bloodied the lower half of your health? I forget.
Yes.
Okay. Damn, I shouldn't have taken that potion. It's too late
just wanna
now.
Throw this in there. I'm really glad I didn't throw the flask of oil on the stairs.
Yeah. Surprisingly good choice. So it looks as though there is no skill for climbing here. I'm going to ask you if your character sheet has anything specifically that says you're super good at climbing. If it does, we're just going to give that to you for free. If not, we'll just do I feel like a yes.
I was gonna say nothing specifically, but I do have skills that aid me in it, like athleticism and balancing.
Yes, I would say that balancing is a dex-based skill. Athleticism is a strength-based skill. I will allow you to make either, and when I feel like one would matter more than the other, I'll just declare it. All right, so we're in our first round. I will roll the percentile at the end of every round. Yes, Wolven.
Can I roll medicine to help start fixing my shit?
You certainly can.
Yay.
Dirty
19.
And realistically, I actually have a medicine kit, so I can also.
So both of you roll.
So 19 in total.
Yes.
15 plus. I think I had 1 in medicine. Now.
15 and 19. You both are patching yourselves and each other up decently. You are no longer taking death points.
So when Nap's character, forget the name, turns to look, all you see is me staring and slowly wrapping bandages across etherealness.
He's putting a band-aid on his glowy bits, and I'm sure you just stand there for a second going, is that how that works?
It's like playing Tarkov and you bandage your arm for everything. My leg's broken. Wrap my arm.
I wish I knew what Tarkov was like. Anyways,
don't say that. Don't fucking do it.
Don't wish that evil upon yourself, Ricky Bobby. Speaking of, Left, what are you doing later?
Punishing each other, yourselves, and each other.
Shooting you in the foot from the sound of it.
Random side note, I want to share something with you guys. I found my new favorite D4.
How are we down to 2 viewers?
How is that a D4?
It's rounded on the sides.
I hate that.
He hates the triangle D4, so he's always looking for a different D4 shape.
The only bummer is that it came in a 5 below dice kit where the dice are ugly, but I really like the D4, so I bought it.
You couldn't buy it separately?
No, it was at 5 below.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, we all make mistakes.
All right, so let's get into this. We're gonna start let's go with stealths first. So stealth here is
My climb.
Well, are you gonna climb stealthily or just fucking run up it?
Climbing, I imagine I'm gonna just book it up and then go stealth at the top. I don't really imagine me climbing stealthily is gonna be beneficial to us. I'm trying to get up there.
Yeah, especially with trying to keep stealth while climbing.
Fair enough. All right, so let's just go. You're gonna go pure climbing. I'm going to do what I believe this would do, and that
is look up at me and be like, "The fuck is he doing?" And then go inside.
Yeah, Jarrus isn't even really gonna question. He's a man on a mission, literally. So he thinks you're just gonna run inside. He does, and you see him run in and just not make a fucking sound.
Sick. I love that.
He breaches the doorway and quickly you just lose track of him altogether. You're gonna climb. Roll me either a strength or a dex. You choose. Ooh, edge of my seat. Why does it say we have
17.
2 viewers? There should at least be the 3 of us in here, 4 of us in here. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, 17. 17 is
Pretty good.
pretty good. Yeah, 17 is pretty good. What's your base speed is 20. I'm gonna say that it's really difficult, even for you, who's probably got some experience climbing. It's really difficult to climb at the same speed you can run.
I would even argue with my background that I have plenty of experience climbing, even just being an urchin, even if you're not going on the fact that I'm quite literally a woodland creature. I imagine
Yes.
I've done my fair share of climbing the back streets.
Absolutely. And I'm not arguing that one bit. I guess my point here is that it's still incredibly difficult to climb at the same speed you can run. Most creatures
Oh, yeah.
can't do that. So I'm not going to give you a full 20 feet, but I'll give you
Okay.
better than I would have at 18. Sorry, at 15. I don't know why I said 18. So I'll
Because
give
you tried to give me better than what you were going to give me, and you were going to give me 15. So
just jumped up again. Yeah. So I'll give you 15. We can
Okay, I'll
easily
take that.
assume a big manor that's going to be 1 floor at a time.
yeah,
So-
and we have 60 feet of movement in AP,
Correct.
so I'd be able to make it 45, which assumedly I'd be at the top at this point.
Yes, in the first round, you make it up to the window. You're in that first round, you're at the window, not through it yet, but you're at the window. You can choose to try to pop the window. Let's roll me a luck check real quick. There we go. There's some.
It's always when I get luck 20.
Always
I never
upside
get to
down.
use my luck skill. Yeah, I never get to use my luck skill because I always roll good for it.
You sure do. At a nat 20, you come up to the window and the window is actually broken out. So you don't have to worry about trying to open it or make it through it. It is broken out. I will say there's always a little bit of bad luck, even with good luck. The window being broken out makes it a little treacherous. So make me a dex check not to cut yourself going through the window. And this is just in advance. As I said, you're really only at the window, but might as well handle this now.
Just standard decks.
Standard dex. Unless you
17.
really feel like you have something that can add to that. It's like, oh, I'll balance my way through here. I don't imagine that.
Only because I already expressed my intent was when I reached the top to start stealthing. I think the fact that I would be trying to go stealthily, I would be far more cautious of my footing and my grip.
Okay, so what do you want to add to it?
The
Sneaking?
the sneaking, yeah.
Okay, what's it with the sneaking? I appreciate that argument.
It is 21.
21. All right. So, as I said, you're just at the window, but with that 21, you will make it through the window without harming yourself. That's plenty. You're going to sneak your way
And then would you like me to roll a sneaking as well, or just take the 21 as my sneaking as well?
We'll just take the 21. That seems fair.
Okay.
If you were using the sneaking skill to make it in, why not just hold that over?
Okay.
Let's see. Jairus can make it 60 feet around. Actually, how many fucking action points do I got? It only cost me 1 action point to fucking move. I can move 80 feet around.
I forgot it's only 1 action point to move. I still have 5 action points.
How 5?
Or no.
You've used 3.
I have 4 action points, sorry.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because I have 5 AP per round, but I cast the Surge of Energy on myself to give me 7. So it costs 3, so I have 4 AP left.
I'm very quickly, hold on. I need to look at something. I need to look at this map so I can all of this has to be very like point to point to make this matter, you know?
I did not think I was going to be able to traverse all of that space and still have 4 AP to do shit. I was thinking I was tapped.
I mean, you shouldn't have 4, right? Because you moved 3 times. Because I gave you 15 feet, you did 45.
I have 5 AP.
And
then I used the Surge of Energy to give me 2 AP.
Oh, well, fuck yeah.
Remember?
So. Yeah. I just gotta look to see what the first floor looks like real quick.
Yeah, when you told me I had to take away my luck points, I put them in coordination, so I have 5 AP now.
Ha, fair. Okay, so actually, this is an important note. You're actually going to get. I wish I could zoom in on this even more. You're actually going to need to take. Okay, but actually, I don't need to zoom in. I have this version. You climb to the top of the entrance. There is actually not a side of the entryway is not connected to the rest of it. It sticks out of the building. So you climb to the top of the entryway, and then you have 35 feet extra to move, and then you get to climb the 15 more feet. So what I'll do is I'll get your climb check and let it stand for all of that climbing.
But lose 1 more AP for movement?
Correct. You're gonna lose
so I have 3 AP.
Yeah, at least 1 more, because like I said, it's 35 feet, and technically running, you could only hit 20.
Yeah.
So let's call you pretty well tapped once you get to that window, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, no, you.
Then I would have 3.
Yeah, you have 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You've got 3 when you get to the top.
Sick.
Give me a second while I measure what that's going to look like for. Okay. Yeah. All right. First round, you have 3 more AP. What do you want to hold them, or do you want to keep moving? You're still in your first round.
I'm going to first off look as I'm entering at what I'm seeing.
You got all the way to the 3rd floor again. At the 3rd floor, you're seeing the
fire.
You're definitely seeing fire. You enter the window, you're seeing fire, you're seeing the zombies have rejoined each other, and we're gonna put the fire right. Can I do this? Is this how that works? No, that's not how that works. Is this how that works? Ah, that is how that works. We're gonna put the fire. I believe we had it like right here-ish.
Yeah, I had it on the chair as I passed.
Okay, so right there-ish is fair enough. You know, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, right in the middle area.
Yeah, right about there. So you see that they're kind of moving in a frantic way as well, because like they don't really know what the fuck to do here, including the Asheri. But because you've breached, I don't think there's much of a chance, but I have to see if
I want to roll a
she's-
perception on something.
Yes. Go ahead. Roll awareness.
Flat 16. I specifically want to see how the Ashari looks.
Yeah, let me look. The Ashari looks. Her ghostly form doesn't appear to be too ragged,
Disturbed.
too disturbed. It's hard for you to tell, but and in it being hard to tell, it's hard. You can barely even
Yeah.
make out like what it would be, but you don't. From what you can tell, you're like,
Yeah.
how much difference is there between
doesn't-
before?
It doesn't look like she's distressed or anything.
Right, she looks distressed.
Other than the fact
no.
that there's a flame.
Right, she looks distressed, but I think that fuck. Excuse me while I write some numbers down.
Does she see Klep? Tell me, Jeff.
We're
Does
getting
she
there.
see Klep?
We're getting there. So let me paint the picture. These two zombies appear distressed, and she seems to be sort of shouting at them. And you know what? This is what I'll give her. If that makes sense. There's something else focused right there, and I'll explain more as we get into it. The zombies appear to be sort of dancing around it, and she's yelling at them, put out the fire, put out the fire. And as zombies are not fucking well equipped for this order, they are just kind of throwing their bodies at it and trying to like stomp it out. The zombies are beginning to catch fire too, which presents an entirely separate danger, as it will be moving fire at a different rate. That is what you notice right away. You'll give you that for free.
Sick.
Because she's so distracted, she does not see you. But I'm gonna.
How dare I stand punishment for my own actions?
But I'll give you a peek behind the curtain. If I hadn't to roll 2, take the lower on that one, she would have nat 20 seat your ass. So, luckily enough, I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? Realistically, there's no way she's waiting to see you. She's very distracted.
Especially come from the window of all places.
Right. But you would be very clearly in her view as you poke through one of these windows. So, I'm going to say you took a good hard look. Normally, I'm very nice about making skill checks, but it feels like that should probably cost one. Right? If you feel that that's unfair, I'd love to hear your counter argument.
No, I think that's reasonable.
Because I gave you a lot with that.
Yeah,
That's the only reason
that feels reasonable.
So you're
So that leaves me at 2.
Where to next?
Tossing water would break my stealth, wouldn't it?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
How about if I toss water and then take another action to re-stealth?
You would have to move. Because if you think about it this way, what do you do if I were in a room and I was hidden in that room and then I threw something?
Yeah.
I'm probably not just going to be able to not move and not be seen. So with your 2, I feel like that'd be rough. I'll give you the toss of water for 1. But with 2, that would be rough. And I already gave you a free take stealth without action points. I gave both of you a free take stealth, and I gave you the climb.
I'm going to do something else. Something else altogether that I don't think you're expecting.
What? Somehow you're going to do something I didn't expect. I don't believe that for a heartbeat.
I'm going to do it, and you're going to like it. You're going to like it.
All right.
I'm going to cast Blinding Darkness.
On yourself? So that you can't see
No,
the mess
on
you
her.
made?
On her.
Yeah.
That way she won't be able to see me She doesn't know where it's coming from because I haven't broken my
Yeah, no, this is good.
stealth.
Yeah.
So she's quite literally just gonna, I'm fucking blind.
Mm-hmm. That will still alert her that you're there. So she will still get a chance to try to find you after that.
That's fine.
Okay.
17 against her anticipation.
Against her anticipation. Ooh, barely, but you got it. Oh, wait. That's an occult spell?
Huh?
That is an occult spell?
Let me double check.
I'm near positive it is.
I am too, but let me double check.
Mm-hmm.
Because odds are it won't work.
I'll tell you right now, it will not if it's an occult spell. It will put her on the lookout. But what I'll give you is that'll wait till next round.
Things have changed on it anyway. I can't cast it at all. They changed it since I wrote it down.
Oh,
This
yeah?
is the first time I've brought it up. It's 3 AP now.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna scratch that from you even trying. What do you do instead?
But that, I guess that saves me through accident.
Yeah, look at that. You're lucky in real life.
Yeah, because it is a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Change that,
Then-
and also think about rechecking all your spells.
yeah, I'm going to now. Because I write them down for ease, so I don't have to look them up. But
That's fair.
they
It's always
changed
good
things
to-
apparently.
Yeah, they just released the enhanced edition, so things probably changed in that.
Okay. Then I'll roll over my 2 AP, stay self,
Okay.
and see if she can somehow get the zombies to do something proper.
Sure. I'm gonna.
And also wait for Jairus.
Sure. I'm going to play this real simple. She's going to take her turn at the end of each round.
Okay.
Her turn is simply she's going to start moving towards the fire, but also towards the stairs away. She's not going to move super far. She's like, and the zombies again are kind of trying to like stomp out and like flail out the fire. They are squishy, so they're not going to immediately catch fire. I'm going to say they probably catch fire in 2 rounds, though.
That's fair.
At that point in time, they will start taking fire damage, though, right?
They will immediately start taking fire damage. Absolutely. Let's call it a D6 fire damage, because they're fucking in it. So, just roll it for both of them. Woo! And let's see what kind of health these things got. Pardon me a moment while I fucking re-bring up a thing that I had taken down for some reason. There he is. All the way down this way. And they have, okay. All right, so go down here and there. Give me a little more lead. There we go. All right. So they're going to take a little bit of fire damage. They're going to be fucking trying effectually. That'll be the end of the round officially, as you've called the end of your round and we've hit her turn. Here, I will now roll the percentile to see how much the fire grows by.
1. I love it. Great number.
All right. Because you can see the fire, I'm not going to give you the exact amount you can see it grow by. That seems silly, but I will give you, now you'll be able to understand its growth. And looking at it in this moment, you see that it's grown a decent, not a crazy amount, but it is growing. Now I have to track that too. Hold on. Okay. Back at the top of the round, we'll start with Jairus. Just to make this quick. Jairus. Whoa, wrong one again.
Jairus bursts through upstairs, sees all the zombies around the fire, goes, "Oh fuck!"
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. I wasn't expecting this.
Okay. How many people is that? It's like here. Okay, 45. I've got another, let's call it 40, then another 40. Puts me 20, 40. Boom. Okay, cool. Moving around. All right. Your turn.
So the zombies aren't able to stave the fire at all yet.
Let's say that it looks as though they're slightly preventing it from spreading, but not very well. They are attempting to stomp it out, but you started a pretty good fire.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
And then does
if
it
you've
look
ever
like
tried to stomp out a fire much bigger than a campfire, it's crazy.
like is Mon Chéri, does it look like she's running away?
It looks like she's probably going to make her way towards trying.
Okay.
Give you that one for Friesel.
Would it be possible to try and stealth my way to the fire and administer water stealthily?
It would be possible to try to stealth your way to the fire, but what I'm going to tell you is that once you breach the zone where they are clearly looking, you're going to have to make another roll, and it will be roll 2, take the lower, because like they are looking at the fire. So if you're approaching,
Even if I roll evading?
that's not what evading does, I don't think.
Evading? You had me write down specifically you
Yes.
hiding in plain sight.
Ah, you're right. But I feel like that's more of like in a city. You're right. That is what evading does. It's hiding in plain sight. I feel like that's more like in Assassin's Creed when you like join in with the monks.
Yeah, but the key factor behind it is just not drawing attention. So in theory, just walking up to the fire and stomping on it with the zombies without causing a kerfuffle technically would be in that same
I appreciate your
regard.
argument here. But
With the chaos, so you're going to tell me, let's be honest right now.
yes,
If there were a fire and there's 3 of you stomping out the fire and then another person comes up and is stomping out the fire, are you going to question anything about that individual?
absolutely.
Or are you just going to be stomping out the fire?
I'm going to tell you, we're going to put this in a greater context. If you had just tried to kill 4 people, and you know that those 4 people are still alive, and you have 2 people on your side, and you're trying to put out a fire, and a third person arrives, you're not going to go,
Okay.
oh, sick, more help.
I can see that.
You're going to go, that's that guy I tried to kill. You're going to
But they're dumb zombies.
But the Asheri is not.
I know.
The zombies, you would absolutely. Hey, let me tell you, bud. If all you were trying to trick is the zombies not smart. Zombies go, oh, help. This ghostly girl, not so much.
Then can I approach the fire stealthily, specifically avoiding her gaze?
You can attempt to, but that means you'd have to go all the way around the fire. You would have to go around to the back end of it. I know you're looking at the stream. Around to the back end. Which you could attempt to do. There are ways to do that from where you are. There's a wall here, so you could come out and try to whoop, but it's just going to take you way more time.
So 2 AP roughly to get around, I assume.
I'll give you exactly how many AP it is to get around. You move at 20 feet.
Yeah, you didn't give us the owlbear, so.
Yes, I did not. Because I didn't know if I was going to need it. I will give it to you now because you're going to need it. All right, you move at 20 feet. You're going to go the most direct route. You just go boom, right here. Then, okay, so 20 more feet. You've already cost 1, 2. I'll give you, even though you're just changing direction, I'll just give you that 5 and then 15 more. 3, 4, 5 AP, and you're not even on the other side of the fire yet. And that's taking a really direct route. And that's sprinting, or that's your full movement, which you're sneaking. Typically, that would come with some movement knock. And the only reason I haven't given that to Jairus is because he's sneaking in a place where he doesn't really need to be sneaking yet. You know?
And also, I would have 6 AP because I had carryover AP.
Oh, okay. 6, so 5 puts you here. 6 puts you right there.
Let me see.
And here, I'll share the owlbear with y'all. I'm going to put it in the video chat. If you all want to, feel free to tune in. Feel free.
Let me see. I always get tripped out when I start up and I see the Coliseum. Where the fuck am I?
Way down here. You're very tiny.
Oh.
That was
so
what
you're
you
saying
again?
You're saying that I would be here?
No, I would put you more like right here if you took a really direct route. That's not the button I wanted. I wanted the pointer. Pointer right here. If you took a super direct route right about there.
And I'd be hidden right there.
Yeah, I'll call you hidden. But you will, when you breach this area, you'll need another one. So actually, this was totally hidden. This one, because you're now in the area of the fire, I'll need another one. I'm not going to make you roll 2, take the lower, but this feels like you got to try harder here, you know? Because you've been really good up to this point, but you're now in plain fucking sight. Does that make sense? Is that fair to you?
I mean, if I was going to have to roll again anyway, I would have just gone straight through it to stay hidden that way, instead of using all of my AP and then rolling it again anyway.
Okay, but to be clear, if you'd have taken this path, it would have been roll 2, take the lower. Taking this path, I'll give you a straight roll. That's what you saved. This, likely to fail. This, likely to succeed.
So where was I? I was right here?
You were in front of this window, right here.
Okay. So let me get my handy dandy ego checker. 35. 30. So I could even do 25 and keep it into 60 feet. So that's 3 AP. Is this scaffolding or something that would prevent her from seeing me?
No. It's just detritus.
Okay.
It's not enough detritus to prevent her from being able to see you.
Okay.
But to be clear, I would even let you go here on your current stealth roll. It's breaking from this moment on. It's a new skill, stealth roll.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Here, I'll let you do for free.
Then let's... Oh, wait, I need to... That's 2 AP, 3 AP.
Roll 2, take the lower.
Yep. Okay, I'll keep that one. That's a 16. Not bad. And I guess I'll take the 16. And then are you gonna have me do evading or sneaking?
I will. You know what? I'll let you take whichever's higher. I'll be
Sneaking.
nice here. Whichever's higher.
So 22.
22. I hate to tell you this.
Fuck.
I'm rolling the dice you gave me. These are the DM dice that you gave me.
Another nat 20?
And she
That's
didn't
wild.
even need a nat 20 to see you. But
That's wild. It's okay. I still got 3 AP.
but you don't know that immediately.
Yeah, I'm acting as if I don't know that
Yeah, absolutely.
because it's still the middle of my turn.
Yep.
Clap is going to. Do you want me to roll to try and perceive the most efficient part of the fire to throw the water at? Or my first perception of the room, is that enough? Because I moved from that in.
I think that if you really want to, I'll give it to you this way. The likelihood of success goes up if you roll a new one.
Okay. I'll roll a new one. Are we counting an AP for it or
Yes.
just rolling? Okay.
We're gonna count an AP for it because this is again this is like serious looking.
Mm-hmm. And perceiving, still not great. 16.
With a 16, you're not super well versed in how fires work per se. Like you're not a fucking firefighter, right?
Mhm.
So your knowledge of how to put out a fire is how you put out a campfire mostly, and you've like peed on a campfire to put it out sometimes. So like you're like just put the water on the fire. I think that
Okay.
maybe towards the base, you think, like the ground
yeah,
where the fire is.
Then that's what I do, and that's I have 1 remaining AP.
Okay, so you're gonna move towards the fire and put it out, or you're gonna try to throw the water at the fire.
At this point, fuck.
And I'll tell you that you definitely could not have climbed the building with that barrel. I told you it would be dubious for you to carry it. So you got a full water skin, 100%. Full water skin. You didn't.
I couldn't get another water skin.
Sure. I'll give you 2.
I was very explicit.
Yeah,
I'll get as much water as I could.
As much as you could take. You said that. And you just don't have a lot of means to carry water, but I will give you 2 full water skins because fucking Jordan was like, yeah, take mine. Fuck it.
Yeah, I love that for us. Then yeah, I'm gonna. I either toss one and keep an AP, but risk a roll, or I run in, use my last AP, and now I'm standing at the fire.
Correct. This is your Sophie's choice.
This is my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Toss.
Okay. Are you going to toss it open or closed? What does Klep think is the right move here?
Open.
Open. I want you. You know what? I'm not going to make you roll for this. How do you toss it? I'll make this simpler.
Not full frisbee.
Okay. I'll make this simpler.
But
Over
like
or underhand?
I would say an underhand toss, like a frisbee.
Sure. But not like trying to
spin. But not with the intent to spin it, yeah.
Okay. So the idea is that it tries to stay bottom side down so you don't spill a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right. Yeah. Make a roll.
17. What would I add to that?
Dex, because you're throwing something.
I was looking at skills to see if I had anything skill-wise.
Probably
Yeah, no. So 19. Not bad.
19. 19,
Not
you're hitting
bad.
a big area of fire. You're definitely going to do that. You're going to hit the fire. Roll me a luck check. The better you do on the luck check, the better it lands. And the higher the dice I'll use to say how many feet it extinguishes. If you make over a 20, if you make over a 25, because I know that you have a lot of luck, how much?
I can't make over 25.
What's the highest you could do? Let's just put it this way. If you roll
The
a
highest
nat
I could
20
possibly do is 24.
Okay, let's just put it this way. If you roll a nat 20, I'm going to give you a d20 worth of that fire. And then it's just up to luck. But if you roll anywhere from 10 to 15,
22.
22, I'm going to give you I'll give you a d12 because 22 is pretty good.
Okay.
A d12 of fire will get a little extinguished. See what you get. This I'll tell you outright. You you throw it, it splashes. 6 feet of the fire appears to be doused for now.
And are we talking radius or diameter?
6 square feet.
Okay. So 1 cube,
Basically one.
essentially.
Yes.
And we have, let me see. Oof, not a lot. Fuck. That's fuck all nothing. Okay. Then fuck it, I'll toss my second one.
Okay. Make me a roll.
That one is 16.
16 is not going to be as good as the first. Let's give you
Another luck.
another luck, but I'm going to say let's throw you 2 TD on this one because 16 is not quite as good. And you've also put a kind of hole in this. So there's a chance that you just kind of hit the same spot a little bit, you know?
Okay. Fucking kidding me. It probably was going to roll to a 20, but it hit my pages and it hit 18 again, so another 22.
All right. Another 22, and because you've already put a dent in it, that 22 jumps down to a 20. At 20, I'll give you a D10. Seems fair.
Okay.
Over 20 is a D12, nat 20 is a D20. Under 20, you're hitting D10. 20 to 15 will hit like D10. 20
But I didn't hit under 20. I hit 20.
With 2 TD.
I hit 22.
With 2 TD, you hit 12. Okay, I meant 20 or under.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Does that make
I was
more
like,
sense?
I hit 20. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If 20 and under is 10. Okay.
Yes.
21 to 23 is 12.
Yes. 21 to 23 is 12, 24. Boom. Straight up to a D20. Like it was
Yep.
super effective.
Yep.
Because it's just a water skin. So you got to be really fucking lucky for a water skin to do a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Water gun. It was super effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you fucking crit on the water gun.
Mustard.
Worm, 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 worm. All right. And because I don't want to spend the entirety of this thing, as silly as it is, just us playing, as we hit the end of this round, just front loading, we're going to jump back to Trockton and Jordan to see where they're at.
Smash cut. Smash
Yes.
cut.
So is that going to complete your round?
Yeah, I ain't got shit else.
Yep. Fair enough. That completes your round. I've already done his round. On her round, she sees you. She goes, "You! You're the one who started this fire." And she's going to right out the gate.
Can I persuade her to not attack me with, I want to put the fire out. I fucked up. My bads.
No. No,
Because
because
that's exactly what Clip would do.
that is
in
exactly
that
what Club
moment-
would do. But you spent all of your AP on trying to put the fire out. If you'd carried some over, we could have maybe talked about that. And though talking is a free action, think about how distracted you would be in the way you described what you just did. Right? She does that. It is to say that all this happens kind of at the same time, but realistically, you're already in the middle of throwing these things when she fucking points you out. Does that make sense?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the second she would point me out is when I'd be like, hold on, I'm trying to help. Just give me a second.
I like your case. I like it, but I've been pretty cool. I think I'm going to let this one.
Because she does acknowledge that she's... Yeah, okay.
I've been pretty cool. I'm going to let this one, you're going to have to wait till next round. I'll let you do it, but you'll have to wait till next round.
Okay.
Unfortunately, what she is going to do is she is going to sing her song again. She starts singing her eerie song, as that is kind of her main thing. And she's going to attack your will. Does an 8 hit you?
No.
You got lucky. She sings her song. Oh, wait. Never mind. I remember now that you can't become enthralled. That was the big upside. So she's actually not going to do that. She's going to, because she would know that, right? The creature knows its own fucking abilities. Jeff doesn't always.
Not completely true. You mean she could try?
She could try. She could absolutely try, but I feel like, let's be real here, she's done this before. That's how she got the tooth that she got with her right now. So what she is going to do is she is going to
kill me.
She is going to order host. She's going to choose a target within 30 feet of all undead under her control, and they're going to focus you. So that's you. She goes, "Get him! Get him!" And the undead immediately turn to you. And she's also going to move. She is going to move. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted this one. She's going to move. Is that her speed? What's her speed? What's her speed?
Her speed's less than that. It's -20. She has to go backwards.
Actually, more than that. So she makes it to the edge of the stairs here. And then these two zomboids that are slightly on fire now, they'll take another bit of fire damage because they're still on the fucking fire. Zomboids. As she does that, one of the zombies just fucking dies. It catches fire. It stumbles a little bit.
Number 2?
Yeah, I believe. Number 2 is going to stumble a bit. But
Just collapse.
unfortunately, that was his second round. I said it was going to take 2 rounds. Right? For him to catch fire. Am I correct? Call me on me. Okay.
I think that's what you said.
So this will be the second round. That means he's going to spread a little bit of fire. Not a lot, but a little bit of fire is going to come here with me. What?
He's gonna catch fire as he falls down. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he's basically like, oh, there's some fire. Now he spread the fire a little bit. He stumbles away. And you deleted the wrong one.
No, that was number 2.
Okay, well, I clearly moved one. That was...
Okay.
So,
then he's dead, but there's a little bit of fire there.
Yep. This one's going to move in at you, and it is going to...
Klep's going to give him a finger and say, not now.
I'm gonna ask something for you guys since I've been slightly paying attention. How bothered is she by how bright it is right now?
She seems bothered, but the unfortunate... She seems bothered by it. I'm going to give you this completely for free because I think you should know at this stage. She's bothered by the fire, but she's not, oh, this hurts me. the brightness of the fire doesn't hurt her. She just doesn't really like it.
Just curious.
Yeah. So, that happens. And let's see. And the zombie is gonna fucking come at you. Does a ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Tell me a number I want to hear, Jeff.
Sorry, I was looking to see if the other zombie got back up, because they have a chance of getting back up in certain situations.
Oh, fuck.
So let me roll that too, actually. Roll a. I'm gonna roll it, and I did. Okay, that's zombie number one. Whatever this other zombie isn't dead. It's now crawling.
Sick.
But it might die next round. So crawling. It will.
And on fire.
Crawling and on fire. It will roll. It probably moves at like half its speed, so it's not really going to get to you. But here's a crawling zombie, and here's some fucking fire that follows it. Boop. Boop. Anyways, we're gonna do the +2 +4. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. Then it tries to slam its fucking appendages against you. But you...
I told you. Klep goes, not now.
You go, and it doesn't work. All right, that's going to be the end of that round. Here's your D20 sauce roll. All right. You know what? Let's pull out the calculator for a little actual math. We're gonna get wild here. What are you doing? Clear.
And would the fact that I've now thrown 2 water flasks in it help the situation at all?
It already took it down, so.
My thought is, wouldn't it also prevent it from coming back in those areas?
Yes, but that doesn't prevent it from spreading. Does that make sense? Because it can spread out.
Yeah, I'm just saying it won't spread back.
Not into those zones, because they're wet.
That's what I'm saying.
But only for a short period of time, because eventually the heat from the fire is going to dry that out too.
Evaporate it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll round down because we don't need super exact math. The fire gets considerably.
Fuck.
Not like crazy, but like decently bigger. You see it start spreading, and it's actually getting closer to you. So if it was there before, it's probably... Oh, fuck, I forgot how that works. It's probably like there now.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So yeah, it's spreading. Alrighty then. I hope this is compelling. It feels edge of the seat to me. Let's check in with Jorn and Trockton. What are you guys doing back at the car now that you're bandaging yourselves up?
At this point in time, Jorn, interested in certain things, is going to look over at Trockton and go, do you have blood? Like, I see that stuff inside your wounds. Is that... What is that?
Eh?
Jorn just kind of looks at him and goes,
It's nothing has ever really fallen out, but I don't exactly pay attention. I've had a lot of friends over the time that has done things for me.
interesting. Is Mog still yapping at the front door?
Yeah, Mog. You see Mog's in full leader mode. He's like telling all of the Gretchlings to like he's directing them. They're like running at him, and he's like go gather, get things, go. And you see like they're just running around, and like in this relatively short period of time, right? Because like there's only 2 rounds have passed. In this relatively short period of time, you're seeing like small little trinkets being carried around. You're seeing like they're moving around, grabbing. They appear to be like gathering what little things they have. As Mog has decided that you're able to overhear Mog basically go like, he doesn't have any faith that either y'all nor the Gretchlings can put out a fire like this. They have water, yes, and they have numbers, but there's still the Asheri to attend with, and they're like, fuck it, we're not even gonna go on the 3rd floor, basically. Like the only reason they know is because like one brave fucking Gretchling was watching what you guys were doing from like inside the walls.
Mm-hmm. Jordan's gonna yell over at Mog. Mog, do you guys have any water or water sources that would possibly help?
Gretchlings drink water, fountain in back. Other water sources, not Gretchlings, not need much water. Gretchlings eat magic, so not much.
I understand, but there's water that I could gather from that.
Yes, if possible. Dog would have to go all the way. You know what? He's smart. Ponder would have to go all the way to other side of Manor to the dock courtyard. Things it's called.
Do you know if anything else is back there? Is it pretty well safe?
Fountain, small dead garden.
If I may, Jordan, you should remember the backyard because we were back there.
No, right. But I wanted to know if it was safe because I am almost dead, but I could still probably move water. I'm at the point where I'm like,
well, I'm saying
I can move.
You would remember that that's where their hub is.
I understand that. That wasn't my question. My question was: is there something out there that would try to kill me? That they know of?
Yeah, he specifies that there's not. He makes it
okay.
But I think that again, he's Mog's relatively smart. He goes, nothing, no danger, just
okay
stuff.
Trockton, stay here. I'll be back. I'm gonna run in and try to find whatever the kitchen was on the 1st floor and try to find containers with which to carry water.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a kitchen on the 1st floor. Let me do a little look.
It would be large bowls, another small pony keg, something.
Yes, there is definitely a kitchen.
Or if I could carry the pony keg, I'll carry the pony keg upstairs and get it there for them to have water.
You could certainly carry the pony keg, which is, I'm going to say 3/4 of the way full.
Okay.
Because you I feel like the smart move when you hit the city was to at least get a little bit of water. You're in a desert, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you that for free.
Okay, so then what I'll do then instead of searching for another pony keg, since I'm only going to probably be able to carry the one, I'm going to take the one and I'm gonna take it as far as I can go because I'm gonna try and start dousing areas where it's gonna start going.
Okay.
I'm gonna start in the second floor and try to douse the ceiling to try and keep it from burning down, and then I'll go to the stairs. But that's what I'm gonna stay away from the battle, but try to fight the fire, prevent the fire from spreading as much as I can.
So let's gamify this for you. I'll put you out here. Say you're not very far. So this is the whole entryway, and the stairs to the second floor are right about where Trockton is right now. So you can move to there relatively easily, and or you can move to there in whatever amount of movement you have. So like Trockton's is over here.
All right, I move in. So we're gonna move to there. So I'm gonna move to just.
I have one more question for you. Are you in death points?
I am not.
Okay. I was gonna say if you're in death points, I'm gonna need you to move at half speed if you want to keep your.
No, I am not in death points. So.
And
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you shouldn't be in death points anymore because you rolled good enough. I believe a medicine roll a good enough medicine roll should count to stabilize you to not be taking more. You're not.
Yeah. You are at one.
I'm at.
No, you are at 1 health. You come back to 1 health.
No.
Right?
Well,
Or
yes. You're at 0 but stable, and you're not taking any more death.
Yeah.
So you can't get hit again, but you're not taking any more. We could also play that as 1. It doesn't really matter, 1 or 0. It's basically the same. You mark it however you want. I don't really give a fuck. If you choose to look up the
I'm
exact
just gonna
rules,
put in
feel free.
0 but stable. I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Getting better.
No, you're not.
All right, so you start your run in. We're gonna have you. Jordan is gonna then his place on the round will be at the end of the round because that way we can just kind of move through every steps. Fair.
Fair.
All right. So we're gonna start this new round. We'll start it with Colette. Or actually, we're gonna start it with Jairus because Jairus is where I started it. I've been starting it. Jairus is gonna keep his fucking mad dash going.
No one asked me what I was doing.
I did, but you know what? I feel like I sort of I brushed over it. You're stable now, so you could be moving if you like, but you know you are ragged.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, let
I
me hear
need to
what you're
get some
doing.
health back. I don't know what to do that in this game.
Sleep.
Yep. Sleep and or health pots, and none of those are left. So.
Yes. It's going to be hard for you to heal in this game. You're going to figure that out. That's
Yes.
why taking damage is such a big deal.
Yeah,
So you can.
I'll go over the taking a rest rules because it's a little different here. So in let's see, here we go, resting. So the first thing you can do when you're taking a rest is catch your breath. When you catch your breath, you take 5 minutes of no or very light physical activity. If you're at 0 HP when you begin to catch your breath, you do not gain death points during that time, and you regain 1. So yes, you're at 1
Okay.
at the end of 5 minutes, technically. But you did a medicine.
We
roll.
got out. We bandaged. Yeah.
So I'm gonna, even though you really haven't technically hit your 5 minutes, we'll give you the 1. Then you can recoup. When you recoup, you spend 1 hour of no or very light physical activity. If you're bloodied when you recoup, then you regain up to a quarter of your maximum HP. However, when you regain this HP in this way, you do not regain HP that would cause you to remove the bloodied condition.
So you can no longer go past half your health full.
Yes. Recouping assumes that you've had time to catch breath, allowing you to regain the abilities that any abilities that would necessitate catching your breath. When you recoup, you remove 1 death point. So if you choose to sit around for an hour down there, you can get back up to bloodied. But
and
remove a death point.
I can't do anything. If I walk in, I'm gonna die. Period.
You-
No,
You-
that's not true.
No,
As long as there's no danger.
As long as there's no danger, right now you're stable. You're not taking more death points because we've considered you taking your breath. You're at 1. If anything hurts you, it kills you.
There's zombies. There's the evil bitch. There's fire.
Yeah, that's all upstairs,
There's
though.
too many.
Yeah, I mean, you do whatever your character thinks. I'm just trying to lay it out for you for how the game works, right? In the shape of the game, you can do things now. You can do like Jordan is doing and try to like do stuff without engaging anybody. Because your movement is free now. You can move however you want, and you have your 1 hit point. You'll be okay to like fucking move around. But you will start taking death points again if you get damaged. Again, I'm only explaining how the game works. You play that how you think you would play that.
In Troxton's mind, he's fucked up. He knows he's fucked up. He knows he cannot put himself into any further dangerous situation because he has made promise to stay alive to certain people.
Fair enough.
So he's not going to go into a burning building where things were trying to kill him again.
Yeah, totally
This
fair.
fucked up.
Totally fair. Yeah.
So
It's-
he's just gonna into the cart.
What I will say is that you can do the same thing that Jorn did, and you can try to observe from the outside. You could. You're not going to be able to gain a lot of knowledge, but if you'd like, you can just roll me an awareness and just see what you can see. You also can interact with Jorn as you see him running away.
Dumbass. Running into a burning building. You think that's a good idea? No. Trockton smart. Trockton stay outside in cart. Not dumbass run into burning building. Fuck that. Yeah, I'll roll an awareness. Fuck it.
Yeah, feel free.
Come perceiving.
Perceiving, yes. Love it.
Total 18.
18. All right, so you
That's with a +5 too.
So you totally see up into the windows. You can see the glowing getting slightly brighter. You know that fire is still moving. And I'll give you with that perceiving 18 is good enough that you heard. Actually, Jordan, give me a perceiving as well. You heard and take a TA on that. Actually, take 2 TA on that.
You just want to super buff me, don't you? Yeah, give me a second. Hold on, because I have to do the thing.
Yeah.
Awareness.
But you can see that the brightness
26.
in the window faded a little bit, and then it grew a little bit.
Yeah, 26.
So you could tell there's something interacting. Both of you were able to hear the Asheri scream, "There he is, get him!" Right? The one who started the fire! Right? Because she's obviously a little frantic here as well. So now you know that Klep's been made. That's what both of you can get with your perceiving, and if you'd like to do anything else, feel free to pitch it to me now.
No, that's all I got.
Wonderful. All right, so Jairus,
Would I notice anything weird about the rest of the house yet? Again, with a 26.
I mean, you can hear with the 26, you hear that, and you have well-trained dog ears, even though technically that's not something that your character sheet gives you. But you have like canine-like ears, so they're pretty good. You can hear the sound of the fire, which, don't get me wrong, you could hear it before, but it is a sort of menacing sound, especially to you who grew up in sort of a foresty area. The sound of fire is something that almost triggers that trauma you have, right? Even though the trauma is related to something different entirely, it almost relates to this bedlam feeling that you get in the presence of Fae and the stories you've heard. So like this, that you know that fire brings danger to you. So not quite there, but it definitely is this sort of like, fuck, there's that sound of like, of a big fire, right? Because anybody who's been near a big fire compared to like a campfire will tell you it is an entirely different sound.
The roar of burning oxygen.
Yeah. So you can hear it, and you can hear the movement above you. You're not quite at the second floor, so you're not getting a lot more sensory input than that.
Okay. Oh, it's a kitty.
Kitty cat. All right. Jairus continues his mad dash. Clep, what would you like to do? Oh, damn.
Well,
Double damage.
Homie's all up on my dangalang.
Homie is all up on your dangling.
And I'm gonna hit him with my boomerang. Boom, bang, pow.
Boom, boom, bop, bing, bang, boom, bop, pow. Type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand.
It's true. You wouldn't understand the type of shit I'm on. Yeah.
That's some
So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, fucking
I'm gonna do that now.
do it, my boy. Do
And
it.
hey, you're gonna stay here forever. Nat 20, baby.
Ooh, nat 20. All right,
Lucky
so
cat.
nat 20s work like they've always worked for Torchlit affiliates, but in the game, that's actually the way it's designed. So you're going to take a full damage roll, and then you're going to roll on top of that. You already know that, but I'm more explaining it for the audience and for Ulf.
Does 12 do enough?
12 absolutely does enough. I will need you to roll a second d20 point. This is just flat.
That is a 10.
Ooh, cutting it close. It is dead, though. It falls to the ground dead.
Oof. Lucky cat. I could have done more damage if that would have solidified it.
No, wouldn't matter.
I was gonna say I only gave you one max roll.
Actually, to come to think of it, you created it, so it didn't matter anyway.
Well,
But
then yeah, fuck it.
fuck
I
it.
obliterate that son of a bitch. I imagine because so much damage with this sonic boomerang at point blank.
You just pop its
And
head.
this desecrated body just pops.
Yeah. You pop its head right off with the boomerang because you're short, so you just you still have to throw it a little.
Yeah.
And pop its head right off his shoulders. It falls dead in front of you.
Hell yeah.
Right. Is that what
And then
that's however many AP that costs. What else are you gonna do?
I have enough for one more attack and I can move. Thank you.
Wonderful.
How far away is this bitch? Hey, yo, bitch!
She ain't close. She's about.
Oh, yeah,
15
hey, yo,
feet,
bitch, suck my
55,
dick.
60
She gonna
feet.
get that boomerang, too.
I didn't mean to move you.
Yeah, she gonna get that boomerang, too.
Roll it.
Fuck that bitch.
Oh, that B.
Cat, come back. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Oh, yay. Okay. Then it's 1d6 blunt, 3 blunt, 6 sonic,
It's a total of 9.
plus 2.
Plus 2. So that's 11.
There we go.
You hit her. She bonk. It makes the slight boom noise. It bangs against her. She's dazed and deafened.
Hell yeah, brother. I wish I could make her blind too, but she's immune to my mysterious ways.
Immune to my mysterious ways. What, are you going to do anything else?
That leaves me with 1 AP. I'm gonna flip her the birds.
Ah, yes, you remember the Torchlit official birds, the pinky. Yes, you give her the double pinky. Take that,
Yeah.
bitch. And she's fucking put off by it. Let me tell you.
I'll carry over 1 AP.
Wonderful.
Wait, no. I don't want to carry it over. I don't want to carry it over.
I wondered if you were going to remember.
What am I missing from you guys laughing?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I
laugh.
roll a 18 plus 8, 26 to convince her to come back. We don't mean any harm.
26 is a really good roll. But I'm going to give you this. She's going to... first, plead your case. Plead what you think a 26 sounds like.
Hey, come back. We don't mean any harm.
That's what you think a 26 sounds like? That's not even Clep's voice. Henry just pops out of Clep's body. Goes, hey, man, come on back. Well, everything's going to be okay.
I don't know a good way to persuade after bonging someone in the head with a boomerang. I mean you no harm.
Yeah. I mean, I just took it and I was going to react to it, but I did consider making you roll to take the lower. But instead, I think I'm just going to factor that in.
Yeah. I don't think there's much more of a case that can really be made.
Yeah. Go ahead and...
Chill out.
It's really too bad she can't hear you.
And there's where it all comes around. She's deafened. You go, hey, stop
Oh.
it. And she's just like, she can't hear shit.
Fair.
You bonged her with your loud boomerang.
So then nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Hell
It was
yeah.
fun for you to remember.
No carryover AP though.
Nope.
Use that for that beautiful thing.
Wonderful. All right, end of the round. I think that what she's going to do is she's gonna
Run
do
away because I'm
something.
such a fucking presence.
Because you're an absolute fucking unit. She's going to
Sing me another song. I wish a mommy would.
No, she's not going to do that because that would be silly. She is going to start moving down the stairs. That's what's going to happen. So we're gonna say she just fucking wrong one. No, that was the right one. She just fucking moves and she's down the stairs now. So I'm gonna kind of pull her away from this map because she's not technically visible anymore. Where she went, you don't know, but you know that she's moved away.
Yeah.
Which could be good
She's a
for
slipping
you.
and a sliding.
Yeah, could be good for you. That being said, this little crawly boy, he's going to
This one's dead.
He's gonna try to crawl his way to you. It's at only like 15 feet, and then he's gonna try to bite you. He's gonna try to ankle bite you.
Not now.
Does a 18 hit you?
What kind?
AR.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 4 damage as it bites you, and then he's gonna make does a 20 beat your fort?
Mm-hmm.
You've contracted the zombie plague. So feel free to look that
I
up.
love that.
Feel free to look that up and see what that's going to entail as the future. He's also going to burn to death and die because he doesn't have enough HP to survive the burning. But I thought it would be fun if his last move was just to crawl to you and try to bite you. And to be fair, he takes a -1 to bite, so it's just a good roll. Unfucking fortunately. Yeah, he takes a little bite from you, then he. There's some good fucking Foley for you. Now let's roll to see how much the fire grows by. And the fire grows by. That was so close. All right, so normally I told you I wasn't going to tell you these rolls. I'm going to tell you this roll. Because I rolled the percentage die and double zeros came up. Double zeros is the worst thing because if it becomes triple zeros, that's 100%. It was double zeros and they won.
So it didn't grow fuck all.
It grew by 1%. And 1% is so little that I'm
negligible.
not even going to do the math on that. But fuck, you got close, dude. I was literally like, if this grows by 100%, it's going to suck. And then I was like, oh. Anyways. Yeah, so fire grows. Now we're going to go to Jorn. Jorn.
I am going to head up the stairs with the keg that I have already to the second floor.
Once you reach the second floor.
Do I see Chica when I get up there? So I'm going to look around.
You.
Oh, she does.
Because you're both on the second floor.
We're in the same spot?
Not in the same exact spot, but just to put things into perspective, how far can you move? You can move 20, right? So if you go 20...
15.
You move
15 total
15
times 3.
Times 3, so 15 times 2 is 30. So you're first here, and then another 15 to 45. You actually don't even see her, but you start going up the stairs. The stairs would be right around here.
Okay, so I start going up the stairs.
You start going up the stairs, but when you do start going up the stairs, you will notice that she's on the opposite staircase, depending on which one you try to go up, I guess. She's at the top of the staircase. It wouldn't be hard for you to see her. You like look up the stairs and she's making her way. She's like right around there.
So I see her coming down.
You see that she's on the second floor. I don't know if she's continuing to go down, but she's on the second floor at this stage.
And actually, I can move a full 60 because I have 4 AP. I see her at 45. I'm going to turn around and go the other direction then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back
I'll
another
say
50.
that you start to see her at about 50, but I'll give you the full movement of whatever you want.
Yeah. So I would move 45 and then I'd move 15 back. So I'd be back this way.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't need to go near that person right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's gonna be it for everybody because I don't think Trockton wants to do anything else, unless he wants to spin a yarn.
Sitting here going, why are we still here? Let the bitch burn.
Let's run a job.
Fire's nice. We can dig through the ashes later. Most magic items would survive.
You know that you're here looking for a book, and that book won't survive.
Trockton's never read a book before. She doesn't know that.
Fair enough. Hey, it's your character. You roleplay however you like. You don't know
He's
shit about
not
books.
Dumb. He's walked by thousands of books. Never once.
He's not dumb. He's just uncultured. It's fine.
He's uncultured.
No. He likes pictures. He likes pictures. Just don't ask him what kind.
He you know what?
Does not know book. He just knows name of thing.
Trockton doesn't know that you can actually burn a book. He's never seen it happen. He doesn't know it's possible.
And again, Trockton's fucked up. What's he going to do? Charge in and go, I'm here to save the day.
I'll save that book.
Just to die? No. No.
All right, we're gonna start the round again. We're gonna get back on Jairus' mad dash. Now he's dashing the other way because he's gone up the stairs. That's what he can do. Because that's just what he can do. Let's go to Clep. Clep, you're there. That fire hasn't grown a lot, but who knows what'll happen. And you're all out of water skins. Which, by the way, erase those from your character sheet. Erase yours, and I'll allow of the rest of you to say who gave them their water skin. I assume it would be Jorn. Jorn, do you agree with losing your water skin?
Yeah, that's fine.
Erase your water skin. You'll have to get a new one when you go to town.
I actually had to, so
okay,
Jorn, keep yours.
Jorn, keep yours.
Fair. Okay.
You already had 2 water skins, except for now you don't. All right. So you're out of water skins. You've been bitten by a zombie on your little feety. Actually, you're kind of small, maybe your knee.
Calf, leg, somewhere.
Yeah. Somewhere in your leg region. You got a little bite. It hurts.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I'm gonna go
know
little
much
bunny
about
rabbit, bopping up all these field mice.
Sure.
I'm gonna bop him.
He's dead. The zombie, he's dead.
Oh yeah.
His last move.
It's just me in the fire.
Just you in the fire now.
Stop. Get help. That's what I do. That's how I put the fire out.
You have an insane amount of AP. You go, stop, get help. So the fire goes.
No, I look around to see if there is a blanket or something sufficient that I could try and snuff out flames.
Yeah, sure. You'd have to check out.
Be it through motion.
Yeah, you won't find. I'll give you this for free. In this room that you're in, you won't find anything like that. The only thing that would even be viable was there's a rug that is definitely already on fire. So like you could move the flaming rug, but I think even though Kleb's a silly little guy, he's not gonna think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
So you can check the rooms because there's the master bedroom right here.
I was gonna say I think I would run into the master bedroom because that's it's the upper room, right? This one?
It's the door is actually, I was going to point with my stupid finger.
Right here?
The door's no.
Oh,
well, there's
that
a
one.
door
Okay.
there and there's a door there. Do that.
Okay, so
this is a door and this is a door.
you could just
What?
right click also, by the way.
What? This whole time. How do you
Yeah,
know
so
something I didn't know? Oh, yeah, here's your door.
going to there, so that's 30 feet. 35 feet. You think I'd be able to do it within 40 feet?
We're just going to call it like the map sees it. There's a rug there.
Okay.
If you wanted a blanket, you'd have to go all the way to the bed.
I'll go rug. Rug's fine.
Rugs are awkward. It's not going to be a hard strength check, but if you're going to try to pull up an old dirty rug, I'm going to need a strength check.
Come on, you've never been a strong boy, but prove everybody wrong. Okay. Actually, no, there was that one time in the desert when I lifted Jorn up with superhuman strength.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again.
Like a mom.
Not as good. 15.
How big are you again? 2.5 feet?
I'm big enough.
I'm going to say
Big enough.
I'm going to say that for the cost of 3 AP, you can roll it up and you can roll it up for 3 AP because that's enough. Or actually, I'll give you 2. 2 AP to roll up the rug and try to start pulling it out. And then it's AP from there, and you're going to go at half speed. You're able to do it. You can move it, but it is big and awkward. And it is caked with who knows how much years of dust.
Semen.
Not what I was going to say. Definitely not what I was going to say.
Oh.
What a fun way to take that, I guess.
So I would only be able to pick it up and essentially get back to where I'm at.
At best, you'll be moving at half speed once you've gotten it.
Yeah. So then I'd probably be about here then.
You're going to be able to move 10 feet from where you were inside. So from here, you're going to move 10 feet from here.
Yeah, well, for one movement. I don't know how many AP you have after that.
I have 5.
You have
You
5.
use 2
so
to
it
get
took
in
you-
there,
Yeah, it took you 2 to get in,
Yeah.
2 to roll.
2
10
to
foot.
roll, and then, 1 left. Yep.
So 20 feet
No,
for
half
1
your,
AP.
half your movement.
Oh, yeah. Shit. So yeah, I
He's
get
right. 10 feet. You did the math.
there. Yeah.
Don't question the Asian on math, bud. I keep telling my friends that.
I
No,
didn't. I was
know.
just.
I just give people a hard time because I'm like, sometimes you got to trust the math.
Trust the math.
So I'm
never-
right there with a rug.
Never trust the math.
We're playing with math game with math rocks.
I still
Trust the
don't
math.
trust it.
Still don't trust it.
I am there with rug.
You're there with Rug. I'm gonna give. Oh, lucky you. Not you, Jordan. Jordan, you're lucky because she didn't see you even though you saw her.
Cool. I crested the stairs and saw her. She's not looking down the stairs.
Fuck you. She sees me, but not you.
Yeah, it was a fucking shocking
My,
low roll.
my eyes crested the top of the stairs, saw her, was like, nope.
Yeah, you just happened to catch her when she wasn't looking that way because she's still kind of looking up the stairs a little bit, or towards the stairwell a little bit. She knows that her zombie boys are dead, but she's just going to hang out down here for a little while before she decides what to do. She's in distress. All right, let's see how much the fire grows by.
0. I love it.
Not quite. All right, pull out the old calculator and see what we get.
What is 5% of? Big number.
All right. Round down. Fire does grow, though. You can see it growing. Let's say we were here. No, it's this one. Let's say we were here, so now we're there.
Almost 100%.
Oh, no. Not at all.
The effectively doubling in size, essentially.
It only got, well, this may not be an accurate representation, to be clear. I'm just kind of like, I'll even peek behind the curtain this one. It went from 30 feet to 47 square feet. Doubling it would have taken it all the way, doubling it would have been 30 to 60.
Okay.
Again, this isn't exactly accurate because obviously it's a fire. It's moving in all sorts of different directions. This is just so you have some visual representation.
Yeah.
And that is the only time I'm going to give you the raw numbers here. Also, we're getting close to 11. I will stop real quickly and say, do you guys want to stop at 11 or go to 11:30?
I've got to stop.
Okay. Well, then we're going to move towards the stop. We're going to finish up this round, or I'm going to go into the next round because the next round I feel like will be relatively quick. As we're not really, we're speeding through this, and then we're going to wrap it up. So, starting the next round, we're going to have our boy, Jared.
Well, hold on. If it's the end of the round,
End of the round is you, actually. Yes, go ahead. End of the round.
I'm going back to the door. I'm like, nope. I was going to try to do the thing. We're not doing the thing anymore.
Yeah. Wonderful. You're like, no, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Didn't know she was going to be that close, so we're going to dip set.
Absolutely. All right, start of the new round. Just gonna run there. That's 2 AP. Then he's got 2 more. He's gonna fucking skirt this fucking fire as much as he can. He's gonna move there. That's all he's got. Clep, what are you gonna do? You've got a rug there. You can move at 10 feet around to try to stamp some of this out.
Let's do 1.
Put you in
Would
range.
you say? I was gonna say, would you say that's within range?
I would say that's within range, yes. So
Okay.
here's where we're gonna go next. If you're gonna try to throw this rug onto the fire as much as you can, I'm gonna need a strength check, and that strength check will be accompanied by a luck roll after that. The strength is just see how effectively you throw this big ass rug.
To unfurl it, correct?
Yes, you're trying to let
Okay.
flop out a flat rug on as much of this as possible, hoping it will stop it,
Okay.
or at least smother some piece of it, slowing it down.
15.
15. I'm gonna give you. Let's call it. I'm going to reduce your D size by 1 amount. So your dice size by 1 amount. So even if you roll a nat 20, you're only getting a 12. Is that fair? Or does that seem crazy to me? Am I being too harsh? I'm always trying to make
I
sure.
wouldn't reduce the D size. I would reduce the effectiveness of how it's done.
That
So
is
you would take TD.
okay. All right.
Certain
I'll
amount
give
of
you.
TD.
I'll give you 3 TD for this. Because if you'd have done a little better, you would have done a lot more. 3
Okay.
TD, not really going to hurt you too much because the next roll is a luck roll, and you're going to fucking probably smash it.
Hopefully. Because 3 TD to that brings me down to only +1.
You can still roll in that 20.
I didn't. It's gonna be a 15 again.
15, I will still give you a D10 for 15. So, not awful. Let's see how much of this you snuff out. Oh, look at that. You're able to snuff out a good chunk of it between your throw, which wasn't great, and your other thing. Let's
My
put
luck.
Yeah, and your luck. Let's put you at like this much. You're like, pah! Just for visual.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to go to her turn. She's on the other floor. You guys really don't know what she's doing. And then we're going to go to Jorn for his last turn before we end the stream. Jorn?
I'm gonna have left the keg down bottom and yell, hopefully loud enough to say, "There's water on the first floor if you guys need it." So
Okay. I'm going to give
if
you
you guys can, if you guys can hear, I'm gonna yell at the stairs. If you guys can hear me, there's water on the first floor.
Yeah. I'm going to give you that for free. They hear you. You guys hear.
I'll drop it.
The unfortunate truth is that so does the Asheri. So
It's fine.
she
I am
hears you.
also away. I'm back at the cart.
Mhm.
We're back outside.
Yeah. All right. So I only hope this is entertaining to watch. It's a sort of like edge your seat back and forth. Hopefully next session maybe I'll figure out a way to make it feel more efficient or at least more theatrical. All that being said, I do hope you enjoyed our adventure here in the wonderful world of Mythcraft, and I can't wait to keep telling these stories with you and for you. I've been Jeff, your Mythcrafter, your MC, your Torchlit Twitchmaster, your Twitchlit Torchmaster, the man who's really just playing it by ear. Joining me tonight has been Mav.
What's up, guys? I've been kind of we were kind of out of the fight with what with us being so low, so didn't really get to do a whole lot, but tried to help save the banner, and it's not going so hot. But we still have time and possibly the ability to find hopefully what we're looking for, and maybe a little bit of closure for our friend. We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe it'll be good for him to watch it burn to the ground. Let's ask him himself. Also joining me tonight has been Henry.
How's it going? I'm Henry. I was playing Klep tonight. Just laying in the bed I made, just vibing it, really just living it up, soaking it all in.
You're doing a good job though. Like you've been killing it.
Sure.
In that bed. You've been killing that bed.
Hey, I like the first one better. Killing it in that bed. Anyway, that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing that all alongside.
Ulvin.
Who? What? Huh?
Oh, you need me
Well,
now? I was falling asleep over it.
I'm just trying to heal, man. Who runs into a burning building again? Just let it burn. I'm Ulvin, aka Left for the Last, and I'm enjoying listening to fucking Clutch try to put this fire out. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I so badly do I want to sit and talk about the other options, but I'm not gonna, because we're still gonna keep playing this. So I hope that you enjoyed this trip, this journey with me. You can join us for the next session here, not next Friday, but the Friday after that, which will be directly preceding our next system overload, where we're gonna keep playing the game of Deadlands with fucking cowboys and spooky Ukis. You'll see me and Ulvin there. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And next Wednesday, I will be doing a stream. It will likely just be a gaming stream because I just haven't figured out what we can do to replace Orm's Legacy just yet. I don't have the bandwidth to run another game. So for now, it might just be gaming, and whoever wants to jump on and play some games with me will play, I don't know, something. So join us next Wednesday for fun times, just chilling, I guess. And as always, a little announcement for the stream, and I'm going to release one, a more cut announcement for if you happen to be in the podcast stream there, and if you're a listener of the podcast, please go check out the podcast, Torchlit Tavern, Black Powder. We're on our second campaign, and it's the only campaign you can listen to on all of the podcatchers. But if you want to, for whatever reason, go check out the first campaign. I don't know if I didn't start with the second one. You can find that on our Patreon. We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Torchlit Tavern. You can find all of our social medias. We're not super active on it. We are in the middle of a little bit of a strange place with everyone, as our commander-in-chief, Jay, is on his paternity leave. So we are scrambling, but what that means is we're going to have some fun content for you. We're going to be releasing mainstream episodes for a little while longer, and then we will be jumping into a side story run by the beautiful and creative Katie Mischief. So catch us for that, because it involves pirates. So check that out. And
Butt pirates.
I mean, any pirate can be a butt pirate. They're all after the booty. That being said, I'm so happy for that anybody wants to come fucking watch our silly asses. And thank you for your time. Most of all, most importantly, as you go into your weekend, remember this one thing for me. Tell good stories.
Tell good stories.
Just tell the good stories.
Not the bad
Not
ones.
fucking here for ass.